Alrighty, well, we can jump in. Recapping last time always seems so far away. We've got so many other games that everything kind of blends together. But so you guys had, I believe, last session, you had just gotten to Tel Ballin, and were headed into the city to explore around, begin your search for Mika the Hutt. You ran into a few of the um, unfortunate citizens of the city that have not gotten treatment yet from the virus, from the plague. You've definitely seen signs of that all throughout the city, through in the form of destroyed buildings, looted buildings, just pretty bad situation in that regard. But after going to a few key locations that you were keyed in on, one being the transport location service. Look that up again. That was Skydove Freight. Check that out. See, that was ransacked. Looked like someone had maybe been hanging out there. I believe you guys did go talk to the Geode Miner Hall, to the Geode Miners there, and eventually made your way to the Fallen Warrior, a kind of biker bar, rough place that a lot of the non-humans here on Tel Ballin hang out, and that big spray paint of Tel Ballin, or the Fallen Warrior, was in the Skydove Freight Company. So heading there, you ran into, you saw your Corey, a mountain Nikto, who was being harassed and teased by a group of bikers that seemed a bit out of their element, that you come to find out were definitely on drugs, that you've eventually found out was the Tempest. They did have some on you that you guys all took, so it's a purple looking spice, pretty potent stuff, and caused these guys to just get into quite a rage, and they fought wildly, and but you overcame that, got some swoop bikes out of the deal, to Rick's pleasure, I know. R2 in his little sidecar. Definitely a great picture there. And headed to, I believe from there you went to the CSA camp to just check that out, get any other information if possible, and stopped by one of the families that I believe you had ran into earlier, with little Giuseppe, who was struggling because they had not gotten their vaccine tags yet. You had reassured them, though, that they would be getting theirs soon, and if they just hang tight, they will be able to get that. And you guys walked away from that family of 5 with 5 and some vaccines in your pockets, off to a caravan with Orgamon, the forest or the mountain Nikto, to begin your trek to Temple Valley, where Mika was said to currently be residing. So we left off with you guys basically getting on the caravan, and it had just began to begin its journey. I know there's a little bit of conversation as it went on. Any follow-up to that? I think the last thing was Samol, the leader, if you will, of the caravan, talking with Rix, just wondering about Temple Valley. So he had explained a little bit about what that place is. It's nothing extravagant, almost a shanty town, just kind of miners and stuff that are holding over, that's probably affected with the plague. But yeah, that's where we begin.
Well, are we traveling through the night, or are we planning on stopping and resting?
Want to do some drugs, Cade?
I do not.
I think you do. Persuasion. They're good for you.
I mean, you saw what those guys looked like back at the
You
Fallen
guys
Warrior.
are way down the rabbit hole, buddy. You're a first time.
How do you know I'm a first timer?
You told me in your sleep.
Simol is just kind of not taking you guys seriously, but he's getting a little bit of a kick out of it. Just the banter back and forth. Pretty amused. He eventually butts in though to your initial question, Cade, and says, "We will stop overnight a few times, set up a camp, and then continue on. It's tough for the Chandos to carry on straight through, so they need to rest as well. And it's just good to rest everyone, to get some rest and then continue on the journey. Of course, once we do set up camp, we do have our own perimeter of watch, but if you all would be willing, it's always good to have extra set of eyes. If you'd be willing to take part in the shifts.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. Can't see too well in the dark, but might be able to feel things out.
I can see pretty well in the dark, so I can take the darker shifts.
Says that's great to hear. We've got a few more hours till we call our first stopping time, so just kind of hang on and enjoy the trip till then. And he looks between Dab and Cade, and then back to you, Cade, and says, "Yeah, I'd definitely stay away with what that guy's pushing." He says with a kind of a smirk.
Yeah. I'm not too keen to try it for myself.
And then Dab says, "But it's not that bad. Look, R2 is doing it." And then we pan over to R2 doing it to hilarious.
Just dust in his gears coming out of the vents, then causing it to plume into the air. So now everyone is going to
Just
God.
force
contact
push it away.
contact high. All right, so you guys travel on for a few more hours, as Simul had mentioned, and the sun begins to set. Gets pretty dark, and the large beasts carrying the hover sleds come to a halt, and the entire caravan they really pack up, and they kind of set up a little bit of a perimeter, and you hear you begin to hear some of the guards. Or the people that have, taken on the role of guarding, setting up some positions around the camp. And otherwise, everyone else is getting as comfortable as they can to rest for the night. So anybody wants to take first watch?
Yeah, R2 will do it.
Okay. Yeah, droids, you guys don't really need to rest at all, do you?
Nope.
So,
Ever
Do
contrary.
they have to worry about recharging?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a mechanic
It's not a mechanic, but
in the game, but
in
Huh.
in game, sure, they'll find a wall socket somewhere.
yeah. So, yeah. So you first night begins. The rest of you all have a long rest if you need it. Well, begin to get into a long rest, and R2, Gotta make sure I switch over from my other game, R4. R2 just kind of patrols a little bit of section that you offered to watch, and a little bit after midnight, maybe an hour after midnight or so, you hear a little bit of a commotion from the opposite side of the camp. There is the guards come over, and they're when you turn to focus on that, you see a couple of guards specifically going to talk to Samol. If you want to give me a perception check to either you can, if you want, you can go over, or if you want to just kind of stay where you're at and give me a perception check to see if you can pick up on what they're discussing.
Yeah, Archie doesn't want to leave his post too bad, so he's going to, see if he can listen in there.
All right, so pretty decently. Basically, someone has gone missing, and the other guards believe that this missing guard has potentially, maybe taken some of their goods, some of the spice, medicinal spice, and headed out on their own, just kind of bailed for whatever reason. Is the discussion that they're having.
Oh man, not great. All right, I'll head on over, I guess, and sort of see if I can ask, like, if I can do anything to help.
Okay. So you roll over to Samol and the guards. You catch the tail end of the conversation, and two guards kind of go back to their posts, and you come in. I'll assume that HK is probably with you, because I'm not sure that Samol would understand the binary. So you come over and through HK ask if that you overheard. Sounds like there's somebody missing, and if you can help out. And Samol says, no one is. This caravan is definitely just whoever was a group of people on their way to Temple Valley together. No one has assignments or responsibility to the caravan, but it's pretty dangerous at night. We don't like to have people head out on their own, so it's kind of odd. But if you want to do a scan of the caravan and see if there's any vehicles missing, maybe any of the spice or other supplies, that could help clue us in, and see if maybe this Rondo is the guard's name. Did it take off on their own?
Yeah, I can definitely help with that.
All right. So give me an investigation check.
All right.
All right. So it takes you some good time to go through and just make your rounds, but you do see that looks like there's nothing missing. There is, everything seems to be accounted for. Excuse me. Vehicle spice and any other valuables are all there. There's no sign of that.
Okay. I'll report back my findings, and just basically say what I found.
Okay. So at that Simul, you can see that he does have a little bit look of concern, but it's more of an understanding concern. He's definitely aware of the threats and things that are out here. That's why they put up a watch. That's why they travel in a large group. He just kind of has a look that's like, well, that's unfortunate. He hasn't really replied or said anything yet.
Yeah, I see. I'll just say, well, I'm gonna go back and do the rest of my watch here. Let me know if there's anything else we can do to help.
He says, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, just keep an extra eye out. I fear that Rondo, something got him, I think is the case here. So keep an eye out if you see anything that looks peculiar on the edges of the camp.
I'll give it a little salute with my manipulator and turn and go back.
Okay. Anybody else? Are you waking anybody up or letting them have their full rest?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna between the two droids, I'll just let everyone sort of sit around, do their rest thing.
All right. So the evening goes on. No other incidents. Nothing else really catches your attention. Sun rises, and at first light, the caravan. Everyone else begins to awake to the sounds of everyone in the caravan starting to repack up and get things situated for the next day of travel. So everyone made it through the night with now a full rest as needed, long rest, and the next day of travel begins.
Whoop, sorry,
I'll-
unintentional.
I'll tell them about what happened last night. Just summarize it. And yeah, so someone apparently took off. It's not great.
Was the gear missing?
No, I don't think I found much.
Hmm.
I feel like my
Well-
tail was not in the same spot as it was when I went to sleep.
Ah. Oh man.
Anybody that if anybody is proficient in survival, give me a survival check.
That's me.
Nobody? There it is. Nice. All right. So, Rick's in the morning when you get up, and you're just, doing the same thing, packing things up, getting ready to head out. You do notice the fadings of some tracks, through the night, and just, there's enough of some wind and just dust movement or whatever that they've gone away a little bit, but you've definitely seen some boot tracks.
Seemed like there's just a single set of tracks. Wasn't like he was with anybody.
Yeah, in the immediate vicinity of where the caravan was. You see them kind of go off in a direction, and as far as you're kind of paying attention to, without specifically looking, you just see the one set.
All right, I'll point that out to the rest of the group, and I guess I'll ask R2 and HK since they talked to what's the guy's name again?
Simol?
Simol.
Small, yeah.
Yeah. Did Simol seem concerned about this person going missing? Do we need to go look for him or be on the lookout that he's coming back with raiders or anything?
He seemed more worried to me. I told him to reach out to us if he needed us to go and do something for him, but I think for now we're okay.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do, or the caravan is basically packed up and they are about to head out?
No, the droids will just saddle up.
All right.
I kind of want to go talk to Simmel.
Okay.
about it. Is there any particular reason we're not out looking for the guy that went missing?
He says, well, as I told your droid friend here, and kind of mentioned that earlier. This caravan is just a group of people that happen to be going to the same place. There's no binds to. No one's bound to the caravan, so we can't. We have a delivery to make. It's a long journey, as you guys know, and that's our focus. As long as something isn't attacking the group, if someone wanders off, we can't spend the time for a search party and delay the delivery. People have wandered off on their own before, so it's not very unlikely. It's possible that some of the dangers that can be along the trip have got to Rondo, but again, we can't. It's tough to spend the time to do so every time that happened.
All right, that's fair enough.
He says, I definitely appreciate your concern, and that's very good of you to be concerned. You lot seem like good people, but yeah, no hard feelings towards Rondo, but or lack of sympathy, but we've seen this a few times, so.
What kind of things happen out here? Are you nervous about something in particular?
Says there's a pause. He looks at you and he says, so you don't know about the Oasis children, huh?
I do not. I do not know about the Oasis children. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it's a bit terrifying. But generally, as long as we keep up our watch and have a decent lighted perimeter, they don't get too greedy or too ambitious. But
so is there some sort of legend, or what are they?
Why do I have a feeling they're not actually children?
Yeah, I also have that feeling.
It'd be a lot easier if they were just kids.
Jesus Christ.
well,
Youngling's my favorite target.
Did R2 say that, or HK?
HK definitely said that.
Thank God. I was hoping it wasn't R2. He's like, I got a grenade ready.
Children are far easier to dismantle than adults.
Exactly.
That sounds like an HK unit.
Wow.
So Samol just says he kind of not latches on, but follows up to what you said about like being a legend, and he says, yeah, it's only been hearsay. I have personally never experienced these things that some travelers have said they've witnessed, called the Oasis children. Perhaps there aren't many stories because if you do come in contact with them, you don't really come out of it. But there's been a few that had. But again, I'm not one for old wives' tales and the sort. So it could just be some other beast that just another nocturnal beast.
All right. Well, as long as you're not concerned, we'll keep our eyes open, but we won't worry about it.
Yeah.
And as Cade turns away, it's just like, I got a bad feeling about this.
Samol just heads back to kind of his helm of the caravan, and yeah, if nothing further, everything strapped up, ready to go. The Chandos, large beast drivers, heave them forward, and the harnesses tighten and the cargo platforms begin to pull. Anyone else with their own speeders or whatnot, you guys yourselves with your swoops, fire those up and begin leg 2 of the journey.
Did we ever figure out a name for our biker gang?
I don't think so.
All right, we got to figure that out.
All right, so the next day, you guys, uneventful, a little warm today. Not much goes on. Just continuously thinking of a name worthy of your swoop gang. And after another long days of travel, you come to another evening, and Samol calls the caravan to a stop. And again, the process happens again. Everyone kind of packs up a little bit closer together and unpacks what they need for the evening. And as the evening turns into night, again, another watch is set up. Anybody else? Assume the droids are going to go on watch again. Anybody else? Or
I'll go on watch this time around. Hearing about random monsters in the night's made me a little interested in what might be out there.
okay.
More so than nonchalant Simol, who doesn't seem to care about anything.
So this second night, word, well, not even word. Everyone obviously realizes that Rondo is gone, but the rumors of why he's gone have gone through the caravan, and amongst everyone else, there's a sense of unease. A little bit, so people huddle together a little bit. The guards just seem very alert and maybe on edge, but most of the commoners, they really pack together and stay near the main fire of the caravan throughout the night. Yeah, so you guys just begin your Rix and R2 and HK. Anybody else staying up or?
Dad powers. I'm actually. Can I set some mines, some charges around the camp?
If you want, what's the radius?
Reaching charge, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, 5 feet.
Feels like a waste of a breaching charge.
I mean, only if only if you detonate them. If you don't detonate them, just pick them back.
Ah, that's fair.
Someone's
Very
gonna walk
carefully.
away from the camp to take a pee and get their leg blown off.
We'll see what happens.
All right, sorry. Did you say your range on that?
10 feet.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to go and set something up.
Yeah, there's like I have 4, so I'll set one. I'll kind of make like an X formation, 2 on one side of the caravan, 2 on the other.
Okay. And
Just wait.
are they like trip mine? How are they gonna go off?
I can. You can either set it to go off on a detonator or a remote detonator that you push, or a 6-second timer. So
Okay.
I'll use the remote detonator.
Okay. Are you then staying up and patrolling then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the patrol begins, or the watch begins, as most of the caravan begins to try and get some rest. It moves into the very early morning, a little after midnight. So everyone that's patrolling, give me perception checks.
Okay. Oh.
HK?
All right.
Oh, do we want HK to give one?
No, I don't know.
I mean, if
He
he's
was-
up and around, I mean, he
Yep.
can.
I have a feeling it's not going to be great. See. Yeah.
Hey, our first nat one of the
Hey.
evening.
Better to
Nat
get it
1
out
of
here.
10.
All right. So, yeah, HK definitely doesn't hear anything. So the rest of you don't really hear anything either. You set your patrol. Not until the not until it's almost too late that you hear one of the guards just yell out on the other side of the camp, and other guards with them just kind of react as well, and there's just yelling and screaming from that side of the camp.
Well, I guess I'll head over with HK.
So as you run around, you see two guards that they are just kind of standing there, and you just catch in the distance this large. You're not even sure what it is. This very organic, like a twisted of vines and leaves. This larger creature that's kind of little hunched over like an ape would be a gorilla. It doesn't have any distinguishable form for a head, so it's almost just like shoulders, and then the four appendages just lumbering. And there's two of them, two next to the main one, because one of them has one of the guards and is pulling them with them deeper into the darkness. There's two others with them, and the other two are crawling like a gorilla would as well, on its hands and feet almost, and dragging the guard into the darkness. The other guards that stayed behind, they're just kind of muttering themselves. They're panicked and scared. You can tell pretty easily when you get over there that they didn't want to deal with this. Just even it was initially 3-on-3, and then one guard got taken pretty easily, and the other two were pretty scared to engage.
Praise. Wonderful.
Do we wake up?
We will say some nice words for them.
I was just about to say, if they don't wake up, I'm sending HK over there to go yell at them.
Okay. I don't know if a passive perception would happen from the yelling, but I would say that. Cade, what is your passive perception?
It's 15.
15. I forget how that was ruled in for sleeping, but either way. So yeah, R2 said he's gonna come over and wake you up at least. So yeah, Cade, you wake up and you can hear a few people. Some of the commoners have woken up, and there's murmuring going on, wondering what all the commotion is. Dab, are you pulling a trigger?
I believe you said that the creatures have these some of the guards in their
There's one guard, yeah, in the creature's arm, yes.
And the rest are any of them,
Two
I would
others,
say
they're
40
flanking.
feet of
What's that?
in 40 feet of the caravan, because it's actually a 20-foot radius.
I mean, they're all pretty much as a group together, the three of them, and so yeah, they're. I mean, yes, they'd be in range, but the guard is with them.
All right, then I won't do anything with respect to that.
All right.
I forget. Did we talk about sleeping and armor?
No, and I don't know. I'm not too worried about it, so
Okay.
yeah.
Then I'll be running up to that side of the camp. Like, where'd they go? How can we still see them? Are they far enough away now?
They're making some tracks. They're especially you without. There's glow from the campfire, but for you without any dark vision, they're definitely have sunk away into the darkness of the night.
Ouch.
That's
We all
rough.
over there now?
What's that?
Are we all over there where this just happened?
If you all ran over there, I know R2 for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you said it was nearby or across the camp or.
Yeah, it's kind of on the other side of the camp where you guys were kind of together. So I would assume yes, Dab would have a little bit of eyes on his detonator over there, or his charge.
Okay. Can I reach out and do a force choke on that creature that's got the guard?
What's your distance on that?
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that attack or is that a save?
It is a save, and I'm gonna burn a couple of force empowered casting to grant it disadvantage on the save.
Okay.
So 16 con save.
Con 16.
Disadvantage. And the idea is that it will let go of the guard.
All right. So it will fail.
Neat. 5d8 force damage, and it's restrained until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So 17, and I guess I will hold on to that. Actually, it's not even concentration, but there we go.
All right. So takes. So you hear. You hear the rustling of their movement. They don't really make much noise. You hear the movement though kind of change its pattern, if you will. The guard. You hear a thump as you see the guard fall to its feet, and the creature, whatever it is, instinctively goes to. You know what?
I'm gonna click on a glow rod and run out there after that guard.
Okay. 1 second.
Bingo. There he goes again, trying to be a hero.
Oh no, there goes Cade again. Big shot, huh? Everybody join in. HK, say something.
HK just sort of very robotically tries to do a facepalm but doesn't really get it, and then just says, "Sigh."
I can still hear y'all.
No, we're cheering you on, man. Go get it. Go get it.
That's what it sounds like.
All right. So I was
Keep
trying to
running,
see if it said anything about these creatures, if like force choke wouldn't work on them, given just the type they are. But I'll say that we'll flavor it that it's not necessarily like a choke, that you're just kind of stopping it in some sort of way. So anyway, so that happens, and yeah, you run out. So let's I guess 1 second.
Time for some flag.
All right. Should be on a new map.
What
Yep.
is that?
Oh no.
Silent Hill stuff.
Coming in over here, or where's the?
I am.
So, yes, to the bottom right. And let's do some initiative.
I'll explode them right now. I'll do it.
The guard is there.
Eh.
You can run away.
Come on.
Okay, let's do it. Where is it?
Come on, random token.
Oh, that's a terrible initiative roll. I swear, in all the games that I've played this last week, I have not rolled initiative like above a 10. And yeah.
That's my operative from the one shot.
Yeah, I thought it was. I wondered who that was. Oh my gosh, we got Nat 1, Cade. That was what it was?
Yeah.
Another one?
$10 to a charity of my choice, right?
We're at 2.
Yeah.
All right, so Remy said he's on call working, so he had to step out. Hopefully he can pop back in with us. But let me get these guys figured out.
Well, now I have to save the guard. That's my guy. Before I didn't care.
Is your guy worth saving?
Oh, I got a Nat 1 on initiative. Another Nat 1. Jeez, oh peaks. All right. HK. And R2.
Okay.
So, so Cade has lit up the area. Dab has reached out and hindered the one that was dragging the other, the guard, and the guard is now dropped in the at his feet in front of him. The one is being restrained. The other two that you can see on the edge of your vision, they're not super concerned, but it looks like they might engage if needed.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll take a shot at the one standing. Oh.
Mr. Bonkers, no.
No. I'll take a shot at the one that's standing over the guard here.
Okay.
The hunting rifle. Yeah.
All right, that
Wonderful
is
there.
that will hit.
Hey. All right. And that's all. Yeah. That's all HK can do. So I'll go to R2 here. And R2 is going to take another shot at the same guy.
Okay.
Oh, Christ.
That'll definitely hit. All right.
Lovely damage here.
Yeah. Ooh, one's on both. Wow. Anything else for you?
And then inspiration to Cade from R2.
Okay. Your aptitude?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rix, you're up.
Our names oops, these rocks here, are they tall enough to like hide behind, but then stand up and still be able to shoot, or?
Yeah, I'll let you have half cover.
Okay, so move over here behind these rocks, and I will attack this one.
Okay.
And with swift action, I get advantage because I haven't acted yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attack with my heavy pistol.
All right. Well, that luckily will just hit. Okay.
Then, since I have advantage, sneak attack on top of it. Ooh, for 2 more. Then using my 2-weapon fighting, I'll fire my other pistol as well.
And that will hit. Do you get advantage on this next shot as well?
Double check.
Or is it just your first one?
On your first turn, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures. So I assume
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
all. Pluraled it.
All right.
And then for my nope, I already used a bonus action for my second attack. Never mind. So I'm done.
All right. So, one of these creatures, it is going to run up as much as it can run. You guys see it hunched over on all fours, just kind of lumbering, sprinting almost towards this creature, or towards the guard, who actually I should probably give him initiative. Okay. And unfortunately, he's still he's just kind of on the ground, frightened. And this guy comes up, grabs him, and then uses rest of his movement. So he's now bipedal at this point, moving a little bit slower, but he pushes on. And does what he can there, and then this other one is going to again on its all fours. Oh. All right, stop changing. It's going to move up. Can't get to you guys. And Dab, you're up.
Okay. The one that grabbed him, was that the same one I choked?
No, the one that you choked is in the middle here.
Ha. Well,
Oop.
I'm going to. Let me ask you this, Game Master.
Mm-hmm.
If I pop a sanctuary on our Lego friend, would that mean that he would stop being targeted by this guy?
He's not being attacked. He's being drugged.
Drugged.
Yep. He's yeah. So it's kind of iffy. He's not. Yeah, he's not attacking.
All right, then I guess what I'll do is. Yeah, I guess I'll cast as a bonus action. I'll cast Sanctuary on myself,
All right.
and then I'm going to use double movement to do my full speed right through these guys, which I guess would put me here. So I guess they could take attacks, but they have to make wisdom saves or target somebody else. And the wisdom save 16.
16.
Yes, sir.
wisdom.
Yep.
All right. They're going to succeed.
Aha. Well, then I guess I will take the attacks.
You, as you try and as you engage this power and pay attention a little bit as you go by them, and feel the power doing its thing, reaching into them, you pick up a little bit that these creatures are they don't have a lot going on upstairs, so that lends to their resistance, lack of a better word, against a power like that. Something that would affect the mind.
So wait, they failed?
No, they succeeded, but because they didn't have a mind to be manipulated in that way.
I see.
That's what you pick up on.
Is that something I would have picked up before I started this charade?
No, because you hadn't used a power yet in that sense. The choke was more, a physical thing. If you would have used
I will take the attacks. Let's do it. Gabby and Scared.
So, all right.
Damn, scared of nothing.
Right.
But spider.
So I've got a 17 and a 14.
I'll take the 17.
All right.
For little Giuseppe.
For little Giuseppe.
11.
This one goes out to
11
me.
damage from a claw attack. Go by.
I poop 11 damage in the morning.
And give me a con save of DC 13.
Oh boy. Nope.
All right, so you are.
But I will burn a luck. Wait. I will burn a lucky.
Okay. All right, so you could have. Well, that's fine.
No, I don't think that's. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to take the second roll knowing what it was.
That's valid. All right, so 15. So you, as the creature, as you run past, it reaches out and catches you with. It's not like a claw, but it is a thorn almost. I mean, as you go by, you see these things are these weird organic vine-looking creatures. But this appendage reaches out and claws at you, and as you continue towards the other, you get a feeling of something in your veins, a poisonous type something that seeps in, but you're able to shrug it off.
Neat.
Anything else from you?
Nope.
All right, Cade.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go right there. No, I lied. Stop.
The line's there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go there. Oh, I have a 35-foot movement speed. I'm gonna go there. And then
Did you go past them for an attack? This guy?
they already used
Oh,
their
you're right.
reaction,
You're right.
didn't
Yep.
they?
That's right.
Yeah.
Tactics.
So I have force push pull and force disarm. Will one of those work to try to get this guy out of the hands of?
I believe those say something if something is being worn or carried, doesn't it? And it's like it's a strength check or something. If one of those is, I thought it was if it's an object being like a disarm, then the person has to do a
Yeah.
strength
so
check.
disarm.
it doesn't say anything about.
Well, disarm is a weapon or an object, so that
Okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
count for this guy. But force push pull can target a creature, but it doesn't say anything about it the creature being grappled or anything like that.
So I guess what I would say is you can attempt that, and then there would be a. Yeah, I'll probably have them do a strength check or something. What's your DC for your force powers?
Oh, it's not very good. It's 13.
13? Okay. So I will say that you utilize this power, and if they'll make a strength check, and if they fail on that, then they'll drop the guard.
Okay.
So, all right, they're gonna succeed, so they hold on.
Damn. All right. Well, that is my action and my bonus action. Well, no, it's my action, my movement. That's it for me.
Okay. So the guard's turn. He's frantic, concerned, struggling against this grapple.
Come on, buddy, break free. You can do it.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Ah.
All right. So the original creature that had the guard is going to come after you, Cade.
All right.
Come up, and it's going to do a claw attack.
Okay. My AC is only 17
Oh
because
my
I
God.
don't have my lightsabers out.
So a first one is definitely going to miss. Attempt another one.
Only a 17.
An 8. All right. So yeah, comes in, and it's still feeling some of the residual effects of Dab's choke, and isn't able to get its target. HK.
Okay. HK is going to whip out the light pistols here and try and go to town on this guy right here. Using 2-weapon fighting, yay.
All right. Which one? Sorry.
The one closest right
Okay. The first one will hit.
And yeah, that is all he's going to do for now. And then R2 is going to step in front here, and if I 1 second, I forgot. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. And then is going to jet of flame.
Nice.
That guy, and that is. Woohoo!
All right, so R2 comes out, and you see this flame erupt from one of its component parts, and this thing, you just see it violently shaking as the flames engulf it, and see, what's that, 22 total?
Yes.
Is vulnerabilities times 2?
Yep.
All right, so this thing does not like the fire. It's not happy.
Oh, I was not counting on that, but awesome.
And anything else?
Nope, I think I'm all good.
Okay. Rix.
All right. Is one of these still restrained?
No, because I think it's the end of Dab's turn. I think it was just till his other turn. So.
Gotcha. All right. Well, since this one looked toasty after
No. It's crispy.
after I saw that, going to attack this one with my combustive shot.
Which one are you going after?
It was this one we
Yep.
barbecued, right? Okay.
That's who you're going after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missed that.
All right. So the flash of flames actually distracts you almost and puts off your aim, so you aren't able to hit your target with that. Anything else?
See, 4. See. Things that move.
Yeah. What do you got? 30 feet.
So I can kind of move over to like out here. Let's see. It's off the edge of the map. It's hard to draw. Just assuming it kind of goes.
You'd get like right there on
around.
30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Or actually, I guess I could move and then use my bonus action to continue to dash. But yeah, basically, I want to do is just come over here. Yeah, this is
Okay.
fine, right here, and that'll do it.
All right. So the creature that has the guard is going to just continue hauling him away, and they disappear off the map. Can't cut. Can only delete. That's lame. Well, let's see if I can copy. I can. Okay. So we will very likely come back to them, but they have continued off in the distance. All right. And then the one that's on fire is very annoyed, and it seems to ignore you though. Ignore the droids. Why is it doing that? All right, so Cade, you see this smoldering mass of weeds and vines and things come up to you, and it's going to try and take a couple attacks on you.
All right.
Nat 20.
Ouch. That's gonna.
Yikes.
It's gonna hurt.
All right, so
I assume I need to roll a con save.
you will. I need. So you've got 16 points of damage,
Okay.
and then con save 13, DC 13.
All right.
All right, you're good there, but you are grappled. Creature has you grappled,
Okay.
and that's its turn. Dab.
I look at Cade and I'm like, "You've got this, right, buddy?"
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Go get the guard.
I'm gonna go move 10 feet on into the next map and see what I see.
All right.
If that's-
I'm going to try something here. I think I can drag you. I'm supposed to be able to drag you to a different map. Do I got to do that from the journal?
Yeah, from the journal.
Okay. And are you on a different map?
Double dab. Nope, I see 2 dabs on this screen.
Oh no.
And I'm not complaining. Double.
I mean, I guess if I put you, that's not gonna do. How do you? Oh, I know. I gotta drag your name from below.
Hey,
We don't want
buddy.
to take it for granted. We gotta savor the single dab.
There you are. You should be on it now.
Well, okay.
Down at the bottom.
I'm going to go back.
Going back.
This looks terrible.
Okay.
You know what? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Force disarm says you select a weapon or object being worn or carried by a larger, smaller creature. Now, this guy technically is being carried by this monster. So if I use force disarm, could I possibly have him let go of the guard?
No, I said because when Cade was thinking about doing that, but because it's an object.
Yeah, I kind of zone out when Cade's playing. Sorry. Okay.
It's just the Tempest kicks in,
Damn.
right?
uh,
So I allowed force, push, and pull to attempt that, and then the creature needed to make a strength check against your force power save or DC.
what if I throw a grenade like over here and it hits him? Will he have to like make a grapple save?
Yeah, but I mean the guy's gonna take the guard's definitely gonna take some of it.
Well, I still have 15 feet of movement. I could just like move over here and like literally throw it.
Oh, but if you get that creature in the radius of your blast, I mean the guy's gonna take some too.
I see.
Yeah, I mean the tokens they're occupying essentially the same space.
Okay. I don't see the turn order anymore because we're on a different map.
Oh,
Where's the
interesting.
Where's the guard in relation to the?
Oh, they went. Well, they actually because they went off. I don't remember where they were. They were. Because I deleted them, didn't I?
I think
Well-
they were at the end before HK.
Because
and
this
R2
one
went.
is he was at 14. This one was at 14 because there was a 14 and a 15. Two of them were back to back, and yeah, and then he was at a 10. A straight 10 was the guard.
Cool. So then I'll move, and then the guard will go before this thing grappling it.
Well, what are you doing? What's your move?
I mean, I'm gonna choke him and give him disadvantage on his save, and hoping that once he drops the guard can run away.
Okay.
Or at least get behind me and get in between me and Cade.
So you're doing force choke.
Yeah.
And what was the save again?
16.
Okay.
Gone.
They will fail.
Neat. 5D. Uh, 11 points and restrained.
Ooh, rough.
And I tell the guard, get behind me.
Me if you want to do.
All right. All right. Let's go back to the other.
One more thing. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm
No, you're fine.
gonna move back 15 feet. I have
Okay.
a feeling he's gonna try to attack me.
So into the probably into the other map.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I drag you? Okay, cool. I can have you separate. So you should be back on the other map.
I yell at the group, "Don't go that way," and I end my turn.
All right. So you guys would. So up ahead, what you guys can kind of see is some similar terrain to this. There's some like little whatever mounds, rock structures, and things forward in the distance. I mean, it is dark, but you can make those shapes out. Cade, you're up. You are grappled, by the way.
Yes, I am, which means that my attack rolls are not affected. I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right.
Well, I'm just gonna chop the guy grappling me into little bitty pieces.
It is looking pretty rough. It took all that damage from the fire, so it's not looking too good. So
I'll just drop my glow rod and draw my lightsabers. And first two attacks.
all right, those will connect. Give me some damage on the first one. All right, yep. And All right, that'll cut him down. So these two viney, organic leafed mass of arms are wrapped around you, but you're still able to pull out those lightsabers. And how do you, in the grasp, how do you kill the creature?
I'll just bring the lightsabers up and cut off its arms, and then just like bisect its torso.
Nice.
Leaf thing.
So down kind of where its neck would be if it had one,
Yeah.
Almost crossing into a V towards its belly, and then
Yep.
out. I like it. So it's just this. You hear this very, almost moist, gooey sound of just the organic matter, just as you slice through it, and it just kind of slumps to the ground next to you.
It's just leaves? Just like plant matter in there?
It's an organic matter. Yeah, it's kind of this mass. I mean, it's mostly just an odd plant matter.
Okay. I'm gonna do my 2-weapon mastery attacks against this boy here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do without the proficiency bonus.
All right.
So I'm gonna do 2 of them. Well,
All right. Well, one of them will hit. We're at 3 of
Oh.
10.
I
Yay.
will. I will I'll do a first level force empowered strike in there
On that last one.
on that last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, that's enough to take this one out. He had seen some damage before, so still shaking off the grapple and whatnot. Your first attack misses in the darkness, but your second swipe aims true and right across the creature, cutting it down as well. So, all right.
Then I will move
Drat.
up with dab.
Okay.
What do I can I see what he saw?
Yeah. I mean, you could go. So we'll come back to that. I'll kind of hold that movement for a second. Yep.
Sure. No
So still kind of holding initiative. Rix and R2 and HK though. What's your movement here? Or
Moving
plan
on up.
or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna R2 and HK are following the group. So basically,
Okay.
as far as they can get here, they're gonna go. R2 has only little wheels, so they have to do that.
You could dash if you wanted as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So you guys should be able to get.
Easy.
Okay. So I assume Rix, are you?
But stay.
That's your main movement
Maybe.
right there. Are you gonna do anything to catch up?
I'm gonna do what I can to catch up, but then just stay like 10 feet back from the front of the group.
Okay. R2, is that pretty much your full movement with dash where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So then what is going to happen there is you guys would need one more round to get basically any further. We'll move over to the other one. Put Dab in there, and so bottom right of the map, you guys appear. Cade next to Dab, and then R2 and HK, you guys are 10 feet off the map. Rix, I think you were 15 off the map. So just keep that in mind for your next movement. And so we get to... So Rix, because R2 and HK, I believe you guys don't really have anything else you can do using your dash. But Rix, you technically would have an action. So we'll just count, if you're measuring something out, we'll just add in that 15 feet.
It's enough range to still attack this guy.
Okay.
It's an advantage. Oh, doesn't
Noise
matter.
doesn't need it. All right. So nat 20 there for a nice shot with your pistol. Does a little
the guy-
damage.
Is the guy he carrying counts as being within another enemy within 5 feet of him?
Not really. I'm not gonna be nice on that one. Yeah, because he's technically he's still grappled as well. You know, he's not really doing much himself to get out of the situation. So is
go ahead and do
well,
my-
what's the wording? Is it an ally of yours or an enemy of the creature?
Enemy of the creature.
All right, I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
All right.
That's doubled too.
So 6. Rolled twice or
yeah,
doubled?
I mean,
It's usually
roll 20. Roll 20 does rolled twice.
Is there a book definition of that?
It's
I don't remember if there
either
is.
or.
It's
I
either or,
think.
isn't it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
5 more. Okay. All right. All right, Rix. Anything else?
Yep, I'll use my two weapon mastery for a second attack.
All right, that will get off. Okay. All right, a couple good shots with your heavy pistols, focused in on this creature who does still have this this guard attached or grappled, but you're able to get around him and do some damage. Anything else? I'm sorry?
No, nothing else.
All right. All right. It is that creature's turn. It does need to see if it can still... What'd you do, Dab? Force choke?
Yep.
Okay. So it is going to...
Everything gets advantage against it.
Okay. I think the last time I said that it dropped it, right? I think I had him drop that guy.
Yep.
All right. So he's going to... well, actually, I didn't give him his turn. So the guard would have been dropped and would have attempted to run away. Opportunity attack on him.
He's restrained?
Oh, it can't with that, right?
I don't think so.
Restrained. I got it right here. Speed is 0. Creature has.
It has disadvantage if it's restrained.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Good enough.
All right. That is going to. That's going to miss. So.
Tell him, I yell at the guard to get behind us and just keep shooting.
Okay. So he is going to run away and do that. So try and get over there. And this creature is going to move towards you guys. Come up to you. Oh, no, it doesn't because it's restrained.
Right.
And I guess that's all it can do. See, where's our top of the order? Okay, we'll come around here in a second. Dab, you're up.
I look at the group and I'm like, we got the guard. Do you want to go or do you want to keep killing nature?
I'm good with. I don't like what that tree looks like.
Yeah, does it look hostile? Does that tree look hostile to us? Does it look alive?
Well.
So let me describe that. So the tree, if you call it that, is a tangle of vegetation. The fruits that hang from it, they're actually a golden-looking fruit, and they're pretty large. They're almost the size of a small child, hanging from the upper areas, surfaces of the plant. It's a massive interwoven, a mass of interwoven vines that form a main trunk, and it extends into a pool of water. The vines, you see a few tendrils that have sprouted out different places. And there's a couple of these other creatures that you guys would assume are potentially the Oasis children that are kind of wandering around the pool as well. Deb and what's that?
They haven't noticed us, the rest of them?
You don't know yet. I guess Dab and Cade. Anyone that wants to, give me a perception check.
Whew.
Yeehaw.
Hey!
Nice.
See, we get 3 in a row.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Nat 20 for a
Nice.
25. A 25 with a 19. And then a 25 on a nat 20.
And then an 8.
And an 8 from the disadvantage. And then another 8. So, all right.
Yeah, and we never rolled well ever again.
Okay.
Ever-
So,
Yay.
you guys can see edges of the pool. Some of these like vines that have kind of come out. There's very dark objects that some of the vines or the tendrils seem to be like wrapped up in, almost piercing. A very humanoid-sized dark objects. It's a little dark out. You can't see too well, but looking, you see that a little bit.
Oh no.
So you guys can put 2 and 2 together. These creatures come out trying to find other organic life forms to come feed the Oasis Mother.
Wow. And then my last question, and I'm sorry for all the questions. Is this scaled for us if Remy were here?
Maybe.
I know that's super meta. Then I look at Kate. I'm like, Kate, are we doing this, buddy?
I mean, those are people down there.
Yeah, I really could care less. All right, so I'm gonna move here, and
Well, I'm glad you got my meaning.
I'm gonna activate one of my class features, which is gonna give me resistance on basically everything. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on myself. And then I'm going to look back at the group and say, maybe if we can funnel them through this avenue here, we can let R2 do his boom boom magic in this area. And I end my turn.
All right. So as you move up and you get closer, you definitely hear the sounds of movement of the other Oasis children. And they begin to walk, show signs that they're about to join the fray. And I'm going to put the vines all on one turn. All right.
I do not see myself on the initiative order. Is that intentional?
Oh, no, you're right under Dab.
I do not see Dab.
Oh.
All I see is the
Field map.
Lego guy and the
Couple
vine
of the
people and the tree.
9 people.
Yeah, each
The
map
tree,
gets
yeah.
its own, I think.
Yeah.
Does that... Hang on. Anything there? Probably not.
Nope.
Okay, so...
I mean, I don't need to see it as long as you call out, whose turn
Yeah,
it is. I don't
yep,
care.
I'll just do that. It's kind of weird. I wonder that's weird how that works. Why it wouldn't carry over, but...
Why don't you just clear the initiative and start over?
Cause. All right.
Summer PM.
Fair. That's fair.
4 people. All right, so...
R2 is going to make some trees wispy.
Yeah. See me measuring here? I'm like, ooh.
Yes, I do see that. I know what
oh,
size
I
a
did-
fireball is.
I think there might be some templates I added.
Oh, I did see those.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep, you guys should all. Do you guys all have access to those? You do,
yeah, I
yes.
see him.
Okay. So you just got to figure
We-
out to expand
So
them.
we actually can't change the size of them though.
Yeah, I think that's
Like
like.
oh,
only
I
the
know.
DM,
Yep, because I have
only the
to.
DM can. Yeah,
Here, I can change that.
but it does look like.
Wait, it should be. You guys should all be able to edit. It says can be edited.
Yeah, I think that just means like the token settings,
Yeah, that would make sense.
but it doesn't. Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't let us change the size.
Well, that's lame.
Unfortunately. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's almost like Roll20 is kind of bad. For a while, it was all we had, but like
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Well, either way, that works
this stream sponsored by Roll20. Thanks for the shout out.
All right. So, Dav, that was your turn, and then the. All right. The Oasis Mother isn't really going to do anything. Cade, you're up.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. I'm going to bonus action Way of the Acklay. And actually, Dab, since you started your turn next to me,
Mhm.
you get that. You get 2 temporary hit points.
Cool.
I also started my turn next to me, so I get 2 temporary hit points.
Oh. I'm besides myself.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna hit this guy a couple times.
All righty. Well, that'll hit. That'll hit. Couple
And
swings with the light foil, and what color
let's do.
lightsaber do you have again?
It's yellow. It's,
Yellow. That's right. Yeah.
A little bit darker, same
Yeah.
color as my
Token, kind of, right?
token.
Yeah. That's why we picked that. Okay.
I think I'm gonna put well, I'll put a first level smite. I mean strike, first empowered strike on the first one.
Okay. All right. That's for the first one.
Yep, that's the first one.
All right. You cut him down.
Okay, and
See, it had some damage from before, so
I don't. I mean, would I be able to draw my blaster and take a shot instead of attacking that second one?
yes, I'll allow that.
Okay, then I'll fire at. Can I see this guy? Actually, I didn't bring my glow rod with me.
And then your lightsaber's only what?
It's just 5 foot,
Okay.
so I probably
Yeah,
cannot
it's
see.
pretty tough. I mean, there's a glow, I guess. There's an object out there, I would say. I mean, because you did have that perception check from earlier, so I'll say there's like a glow, but it's tough.
Nothing I can probably see to shoot by.
I'll let you take a shot, but at disadvantage.
Okay. Or should I use my object interaction to get out another glow rod? Probably gonna get out another glow rod.
Yeah.
Just because I don't wanna be blind. Yeah, I'm gonna get out another glow rod instead of
Okay.
switching my weapons.
What's the range on those again?
It's
20, 30?
20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. I think
Okay,
it's the same as
nice.
a torch.
All right. All right. So the guard's turn. He's looking pretty rough, but he's coherent enough to just droids and Rix, you can see him. He's wondering, what the hell Dab and Cade are doing engaging, and he just says, we need to get out of here. We got to catch back up with the caravan, and he just starts running away. Slowly, he's injured, but he's taken off. So,
Thanks for all your help, bud.
Bye.
all right. So one of the other new Oasis children, they're going to engage. Get that guy out of the way. So come up and attack Dab.
Sanctuary wisdom saving throw first.
You're right. It does not.
Nice.
You can redirect it to Cade.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next time, don't get right next to me, bud.
Fair enough.
If they what's the DC on it?
16.
16. Okay. So this time, it seems that somehow you've been able to tap into whatever sort of conscious they might have, and it does come at you, and then at the last second, it does turn, swipe at Cade. It's gonna miss both attacks.
Yes.
The other one is going to start making its way.
Oh.
All right, and R2, HK, 5 feet to move up into the map. So if you wanna throw yourselves on
Yeah.
there.
Okay, give me a sec here, sir. Okay. And it's HK's turn, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so with 25 feet left of movement,
And yeah, you
HK
and HK, yeah.
yeah. Trying to find a way. Not at a great position behind these rocks here, but guess it is just like that. He's just gonna move over here.
All right.
And then can he like find an angle to shoot at this guy from without like directly hitting dab?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So he'll
I really should do
that.
I haven't done like Nat 1 things, but I feel like sometimes it flavor-wise that's
sometimes
always
it-
fun. You know, maybe just like 1
Yeah.
point of damage, but anyway. Yeah, so if you want, HK wants, can take a couple shots. Yeah, that will hit, and the second one will not.
Okay. Cool. And then that is all for HK. here.
5 damage on the first one. Man,
Yep.
your damage rolls for HK are just
I know.
poopy.
Look at that.
All right, R2.
Here he comes.
Wow. R2's just gonna move up behind Cade here, and then is going to lob a nice improvised explosive here.
Do I smell brimstone?
right at this point here, which should be able to hit all of them.
What is it that you're throwing?
An explosion.
Okay. The power explosion?
Yeah, I was just flavoring it for like just some something terrible that R2 threw together. A
So-
war crime.
Would you be able to, because that's a pool of water there,
Mm-hmm.
would you be able to detonate that above the surface of the water?
Isn't it a point you can see?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
it's a point
so that would make sense,
within
right?
range?
Yeah.
I'm not
point
saying
within
no,
range.
I'm- So, okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good, because otherwise, yeah. Because
Yeah,
you had
no, that
said, you initially had said, whatever,
Right.
grenade, I
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
that would have been different, but, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what is the,
Toy pigeon will shoot it.
what's the size of that?
Do that. That is a 20-foot radius.
One more, I think. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd be
I
able to
was
get
thinking-
all of them. Nope, that's not 20.
and I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And that's a DC 15
that's-
for Dex, or they take half the fire damage there.
Okay. All right. Sorry, one more time then the DC.
15 Dex.
15. Okay.
What's that tree's dexterity score?
I don't know. I've seen some dexterous trees, let me tell you.
All right. What's half damage? 14.
14, yep. That's fire, too.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming
Tendrils.
together.
Where did I put their HP? Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah, the tendrils are going to just get burnt up right away, regardless of saving or not, because of the fire damage. And then the main tree is definitely going to have an issue there.
All of those
And-
people just died.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
they were
okay.
probably already dead, but
I assumed that they were like
28
human
times
blood
2,
bags or-
math's 56, I believe.
yes.
Yeah.
Math is hard. Yeah, 25 times 2 is 50, and then 3 times
Yeah.
2 is 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you just do?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
25 times 2 is 50, and then 3, which is what's left over from 28, if you take 25 out of it, times 2 is 6. So 50 plus 6
Is that
is
some
56.
Common Core bullshit? Like,
He did 4 math equations to come up with
right?
28 plus 28.
It's how I do mental math. Leave me alone.
Teaching.
Hey, stop! No bullying on Twitch. No.
Yeah. You're gonna get Todd demonetized.
Alrighty. So R2 rolls up behind Cade, pulls out a little device to launch out blast, centers in the oasis, the pool there, and just this flame erupts out. All the vines, the tendrils, just kind of stretch out like they're, in pain and shock, and the tree, or mass, if you call it a tree, is engulfed in flame as well. And you can tell, because the Oasis children that are in view, you can sense that they're reacting through the Oasis mother, and that damage definitely hurt, and she is not happy. Anything else, R2?
Nope. I think I'm good.
All right, Rix, 15 movement to get on, and then you're up.
Right.
Perception check to hear the screams of the bodies that... No, I'm just kidding.
No survivors.
Over here next to HK, and I'm going to fire on this one.
That'll hit.
Ugh.
All right.
One
Oh.
extra.
Sad sneak attack damage.
And that one will not hit. First attack, pull up, and get a little extra for your counterparts being nearby. But your second shot seems that they distract you on the second one and you miss. Anything else?
Nope, that one hits.
All right. So tendrils are basically gone for now.
Is that a ability you have that lets you that explosion? What is that?
Just tech power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fireball.
Ah, gotcha.
The 13 I think was that guy's dead. Dab, you're up.
Oh boy. I haven't thought this through yet.
Dab, do you still have your 2 temporary hit points?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then never mind. Doesn't stack.
Would you like them back?
No, you can have them. It doesn't. I was just wondering because it doesn't stack. Like you don't get 2 more.
Sure. In continuing, I guess. Sorry, because I was away from the
All good.
keyboard. Are they moving in our general direction, or are they,
So you got one straight in front of you. The vines are basically all gone. They were burnt up by our R2. The other one, the other Oasis child, has been slowly getting its way towards you guys. Actually, I guess I should have had him dash, but oh well.
Okay. How many of these vine things are left?
Currently, there's none left.
Well then, I guess I'll just little lightsaber action here, lightning charge on the one in front of us.
Okay.
Is he still there?
He is.
17.
That will hit. All right.
How many of these guys are left? Two. The two.
Yeah, that you currently see. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna fly up in the air, and I'll take an attack of opportunity. That's fine.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Sure.
13 points of damage, and give me a DC 13 con save.
Hmm.
But you only actually take 11. You're welcome.
I'll re-roll that. Wait, what did I know the effect is?
You're not
Grapple?
positive of the effect, but you know that it was a poisonous, some type of a poisonous feeling you got.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that, please. Yep,
Oh.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, you're poisoned.
Oh, wait a second. Wait. Wait a second. I have 4 shield, which raises my AC to 20. Could I use that?
Force shield.
Yeah.
So, reaction from the opportunity attack?
Yeah, from the
Yes, you
opportunity
can.
attack. Okay, can we say I did that?
You can say you did that.
Thanks, buddy. It'll be the last time I do it after the fact. Thanks. I forget I have that. I'm my turn.
Okay. How far up is your flight? What's your
25
flight
feet.
speed?
So 25, and so it's 25. It's the same. So I would have moved up, flown 15, and
Okay.
how high is this rock?
Yeah, that's what I say. About 10, 15 feet up.
Okay. So I'll go there or here or
Yeah, that's fine.
wherever
All right. So the Oasis Mother, you see anyone that's kind of looking over that way, a little bit of movement, kind of the vines twist a little bit, and there's initially a struggle, but eventually 5 new tendrils sprout up from the ground, and there's a heavier shake of the top of the tree, and a couple more of the children from the sacks fall off and begin to, they kind of like peel out of their shell. Cade, you're up.
Oh, that's gross. Okay. Okay. Yeah, how's this guy in front of me looking?
Getting down there. I mean,
I'm gonna hit him regardless. So
yeah.
I'll give him tentative second attack. There we go.
All right. So first one, you're very distracted by the new appearance of these additional children and tendrils of the Oasis Mother, but your second attack does hit. Give me some damage there. Okay, 13. All right. So you get one more good solid hit, or actually no, it's probably going to take a couple more. You think a couple more swipes in that manner.
Then I will 2-weapon mastery attack without the proficiency bonus.
All right. They give me damage on that first one.
7.
All right, and then the second one.
11.
All right, takes him down.
All right. Then I will 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35. That's my movement speed. I'm going to go right there, see if I can... Oh, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
Nope.
I'm going to go right here. I'm going to stay there. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. So we've got one of the new children has fallen out. It begins peeling out, standing up, and it's so it's using its movement to basically get out of there, but it will dash to get to you. And that one's dead. The tendrils are one of them, the one closest to you, you see it suck into the ground and then peer up next to you.
Oh.
And it is going to take attack at you.
R2, kill that tree.
You got it.
What's your AC at? That's going to be a miss.
Right now it's 18 because I got 2 lightsabers out.
All right, that's
You
going
don't
to
have
be
to
a
ask
miss.
me to kill a tree more than once.
All right, this
It's
other
very troubling, but we'll talk about that later.
this other Oasis child is going to come up and just come over to you, Cade, and take a couple attacks. We've got a... What'd you say you're at?
18.
Yeah, we're gonna miss twice.
I'm not gonna celebrate because I know the second I do,
R2.
it's gonna be 2 natural 20s.
Hi. Okay. R2's gonna do some interesting work here. Right here is where he's going to move up first and then lob another bomb right there, so he'll hit the guys over here as well as these folks. Should be, yeah.
One more.
Right here.
Right there. And you want to get like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Something like that.
Cade's gonna
Yeah.
lose his eyebrows.
Alrighty. Give me
Don't grow back.
what do we got there? Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah. Here. There goes all my tech points, but it's okay. Worth it. Boink.
All right.
Nice.
So the
Yeah.
vine's definitely done. All right. Yeah. So 29. So we got 20 times 2, 25 times 2.
Shut
is-
up.
This you would say 30. 30
It's
times
58.
2.
Yep.
30
60,
times 2
58.
is 60. Minus 2 times 4. Or no, 2 is 4, so...
Yeah, I mean the easier way to do that is 30 times 2. Yeah.
The so the tree is definitely going to fail, and it's looking super rough right now. It's got nothing left on it really. The
Sweet.
other creatures though, that vine definitely just disappears. The other ones is going to be, so we got 3 of them. They're all gonna fail. So let's see, get that out of the way, and oh wow, so okay, yeah, that hurts a lot. Those are they're down to like embers. You know, it looks like if they step forward, they're gonna like crumble under ashes.
Oh gosh.
Like in a Thanos.
And yeah, it's so anything else, R2 or HK? HK's
Yeah, I was
turn.
gonna say, I forgot, I got overzealous about blowing another thing up, so HK's gonna move and shoot right over here, and then is going to whip out the old hunting rifle here and take a shot at the tree.
Alrighty.
These droids are not big on trees, let me tell you. I know.
All right.
Orchids.
That
That's
is
only a
going to hit.
Hey, that was a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So HK pulls out his rifle and lets the shot through. And as HK's watching, like it seems like the damage, probably didn't do what it should have done against this tree. But regardless, after a moment, the tree just immediately begins to like wilt, and the pods that it has, the fruits, kind of shrivel up. The vines just retract or lay over limp on the ground. And then the remaining Oasis children themselves, they didn't have much in them anyway, but they fall over as well. And so you've now destroyed one of the great wonders of Endragad.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, how wonderful is it, really?
Round of applause, guys.
All right, we're finally out of initiative. So, all right. Now what?
I'm gonna
Is
give
there-
myself a second level heal.
I'm gonna go loot the tree.
Of course.
So you go up to the tree and you see, a lot of charred remains around there, organic matter. You see, the dark objects that you noticed initially. Some of them, there's varying degrees of it, but a lot of bodies here. Some that look a little more fresh than others. The vines, the tendrils are wrapped around them and pierced into them. You gather that this is basically, the source of food, that the Oasis mother would send out its children to gather in these people, these unfortunate souls, and drain the life from them to sustain itself as well as produce more children.
Are there actually corpses of sentient beings here?
Yes, but they're
Alright,
pretty. Most of them are in pretty bad condition, especially with the explosions. Some of them, as I said, there's various varying degrees of their of like how much they've rotted out or have already been taken the
Okay.
sustenance from.
I say, Cade, come say a few Jedi, force words for the passing of these poor unfortunate souls, while we, throw some dirt on. You're up, Cade.
I don't know how much you know about the Jedi religion, but that's not a lot of words to say for. There's nothing in the books about a tree eating people. So
You can do it. Say something
Well,
nice.
that's pretty criff and rotten luck to be eaten by a tree, but well, you're not here anymore, and that's for sure a better place. So good luck.
Very
So-
nice.
We gather here today to celebrate the amazing explosion that I did cause.
You mean explosion singular? Yeah.
Explosions.
We'll toss some dirt on the.
It
We'll,
was-
we'll toss some dirt on the corpses.
It was
Keep going.
sick as hell. Sorry you guys died.
Yada yada yada.
All right. So after kicking some soggy dirt over some of the corpses below you, you guys head back to the caravan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
So
to
you-
find that guard that ran away.
Okay.
Yeah, what was that?
So you head back, make your way back to the caravan, and there's a decent buzz going on still. You guys were kind of gone for a decent chunk of time, traveling deeper in to the darkness. But as you guys come back, you can see there is one group of people kind of huddled around and with a guard. He's being tended to, taking care of any wounds or whatever he has. And as you walk up, Samol greets you all, and you can see a bit of a sign of relief wash over him as you guys reappear, and says, "We, I, I said I hadn't personally experienced any of these creatures. I'd have to say I'm glad that I haven't before, but I'm very glad to see you guys return. And it looks like you helped out our friend here. I appreciate that very much. Did you all fare well on your own?"
Yeah. Yeah. So there was a tree that seemed to be eating people. Is that a common thing, or is that just that unique to this location?
He just looks very confused about the words coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, hopefully we won't have any more problems. The tree is burnt pretty badly.
Says, that's great to hear that you were able to take care of this problem. Hopefully we won't see any more interruptions on the rest of the trip, any more dangers. I know the Timo, the guard that you saved, he is very appreciative of that. He's still shaken, but his family is definitely happy that he was able to come back. So thank you very much.
Well,
You're very, very welcome. Truly, it was my pleasure.
you terrifying little pyromaniac of a bucket.
So
R2 flicks
Simul,
out a little lighter.
You keep. I'm back away slowly now.
Simul finally says, try and get some rest if you can. We'll put some more guards up. You guys have done your share for the evening. And we made some good time yesterday. We can sleep in a little bit if you need it, and but then head off when everyone's set in the morning and continue our trip.
All right, sounds good.
So he kind of heads off to his area where he was, kind of bunked in the cavern or the caravan. Anything else for you guys?
Nah, it's time to get some sleep.
All right. So you guys all are able to find the insides of your eyelids and get some rest after the interesting encounter, and eventually wake early mid-morning the next day, feeling much better than you did before. So give yourselves all a long rest, and once everyone in the caravan is all packed up again and settled, you continue on your journey. There is one more night of travel, and then about a half day's trip, if that, to get to Temple Valley. No further incidents. There are guard posts put up that final night, but there's no incidents that happen. So potentially you guys have taken care of any of those problems going forward. I think that's a good point. If anyone needs, we'll take a quick break and come back and check out Temple Valley.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds good.
You
All right, see you guys in a few. Alrighty, so you guys go through your final evening, your final night with the caravan, and finish about a half day's travel, if that, to get into Temple Valley. Just as Samol had described earlier, Temple Valley, sprawling collection of prefabricated units, decommissioned vehicles, and lash-ups of durasteel and plasticrete. The roads are no more than dirt tracks that encircle most of the buildings, and a few colorful tarps mark what must be Merchant District. The survivors of Temple Valley, those who chose to remain, are exhausted and in the grip of the plague. Most of them appear to be geode miners, too stubborn to leave. They are sprawled in the shade of the doorways, watching you with lean, hungry looks and white-crusted eyes. Were they healthy, they might be dangerous. Now they don't look like they have the energy to make trouble. You guys pull in, and the caravan kind of goes to, not a designated area, but just kind of somewhere a little bit out of the way, and immediately a few of the commoners that were with them seem to go off, looking for families that were here left behind. Otherwise, anyone else, immediately everyone begins unloading the cargo and supplies that they brought with them.
All right. Well, Simul, it was good traveling with you.
He takes pause from unloading and turns, puts out a hand to you as a handshake, and says, absolutely. We appreciate it. Again, you guys' help along the way. And of course, as promised, and he pulls out a little pouch with some credits in there, hands over to you, Cade. For your services on watch. I definitely want to make good on that. Little extra something in there as well. Timo's family wanted to give a little bit something extra for making sure that he was okay. So hands that over. What did we agree on before? 300 a night?
500,000.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it on
was
recording,
it-
so I can go back and check.
Right.
So,
I do not remember.
all right, I'll look it up.
Okay.
So he hands that over, and then he says, "Good luck in your search for what you're looking for, and maybe we'll see you again sometime."
Yeah. See
Yep.
you around.
Stay safe. All right.
So- Go ahead.
Nope. That was all I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
What do we see before us?
All right. So you guys are here in somewhat of the market district, if you'd call it that, in Temple Valley, and behind you, the caravan is unloading. You see those miners and whatnot hanging out in some of these places, and then seemingly out of the shadows of one of the lean-tos, plasticrete lean-tos that you're nearby, this somewhat muscular man leaps out, his veins resembling horrible black spider webs, his face twisted in rage, comes up to Rix specifically, just points his finger in your chest, just as you, he bellows, spittle flying from his snarling lips. You have some! I can practically smell it on you! Give me the spice! Give it to me now! Not waiting for a reply, the huge man pulls a short baton out of his belt and lunges forward at you.
All right then.
Can I make him go nighty night?
In, what way?
With Cloud Mind, or are we going into initiative?
Yeah, we might as well, so.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe on my turn. Why is that Andrew Garfield? Like 3 times.
Oh, great. Now we can't kill him.
Aw,
He's a
man.
national treasure.
Yes, we.
So,
yes, we can.
So Rix, throw yourself, next to that guy, the there, and then you guys is kind of somewhere nearby. So he came out, and the rest of you guys notice that there's these three other people that have similar look, that veiny, dark spiderweb look. They haven't come forward, but they're just kind of keeping an eye on seeing what this guy is gonna do. So I guess initially, Rix, do you have any initial reaction?
Yeah, I guess as he lunged toward me, I would instinctively draw my blaster pistol and club him over the side of the head with it.
Okay. So give me yeah. So Rix, go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll see where that ends up. All right, you. Ooh, he got a nat 20 on his. So I'm gonna give it to you first. With the tie, I'll give you the tie. So you're able to do so. Go ahead and give me, or what's improvised? Strength something. +1 or something.
Yeah.
Strength, which remains 0.
1d4 kinetic. What's the strength thing come from?
Is that? I mean, improvised attacks are usually strength based, right?
For the attack roll?
Yeah.
I believe so.
4 kinetic damage, it says.
Whatever. Roll 1d4 for me. Okay. So you whip him with your pistol, and he kind of recoils and just lets out a loud yell. Ow! Is that? And he says, "You idiot! I know you have the spice." And he lunges at you again. So this time we will go into initiative. So everyone else, and at this point, you see the other three that were with them step forward as if they're going to kind of back this guy up.
I am trying to copy it in right now, but during our last long rest, R2 installed a couple more arms in HK for modification purposes.
Okay.
So he has 4-armed combatant now.
Alrighty.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
An HK General Grievous. Like.
General Grievous too.
Yeah.
All right. We all in?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Cade, look at that. You've been on both ends of initiative, 1 and nat 20 now. So nice.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
All right. So you've just seen this crazy bum come up and attack Rix. You're up.
Well, I'm gonna cast Cloud Mind at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that's 78. So that is how many hit points of people I can put to sleep.
Alrighty.
Starting with this guy here.
Let me.
They're all within range, 20 feet of a point.
Yeah.
Well.
Where the hell did I put him? Oh, right here.
This guy go. Yeah, he's still in there.
Okay. So. Unfortunately, that will not affect anybody.
Oh man. freaking druggies.
I told you should try drugs.
I'm not really into the whole black vein look.
Hmm.
I'll just come up here, insert myself into the situation like a good Jedi, and that'll be it.
All right, Rix.
I'll get out my lightsabers. That way my AC is higher.
Okay.
Will draw my second blaster pistol, so I have them both out now. And this fool that decided to come over and join the fight, I'm gonna blast him.
Which one? Sorry.
Sorry, this guy here.
Okay. Yep. That'll hit.
I'm not sure why I gave myself advantage. Didn't mean to do that.
Alrighty. Ooh, nice. 12 more. All right.
That's it.
Um.
Or actually, while I'm at it too, I'm gonna go ahead and designate this guy my quarry.
Okay. Boom. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So he is in a fit of rage, going to use his weapon there and swing out at you, Rix. A couple attacks. And first one will miss. I've got a. What's your AC at? 17. Yep. Second one will hit.
It's 18 now because of the two weapons.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. So he got a natural 18 on the roll. So that's going to come out. And. Ooh, bad roll. I got 5 points of kinetic damage to you from his weapon. And he just kind of yells out and says, "Nah, there's no need for killing. I just want your spice." And Dab, you're up.
Buddy.
As a free action, can I throw some drugs?
Can you what?
As a free action, can I throw some drugs at him?
Throw some drugs at him?
Just like throw it. Be like, hey, go get it, crazy Zeke.
Yeah, you've got 1 vial of your Tempest if you want to do that.
Come on, go fetch.
Well, so here's what I'm going to do, because I'm not really sure how this is going to go. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to careful cast a Force Repulse. So they all need to give me dex saving throws.
Pulling it out, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. They mess with my Ricks. They mess with my Ricks.
Guess I should have put all the innocent bystanders on the map too, huh? What's the what's the saves?
16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
He's careful casting, right? So
Sure am.
they'll be fine.
They're okay. Look at those bystanders. They're fine.
All right, we have what was the dexterity? All right, we've got 3 saves. The old man actually is the one that fails, but the
Crazy
others are going to succeed. So 23 on him.
And he's pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
The others take half, aren't pushed back. And I'm going to throw a vial of drugs that way and say, go fetch, old man.
All right.
We
So-
moved, can't I?
I'm the cold one.
All right. So Garfield number 1, he's taken a lot of damage, and you see him look at the spice, and he just has this he's almost just like a dog going after a chunk of meat that was thrown. But he's hurt, and he's aware enough to survive, so he's going to just take off running. And just kind of, he just disappears down an alley. this other guy though is close by, and he's gonna run towards the spice and pick it up, and then once he has that, he kind of calls out to the old man and the other one. He says, "Urfo, I got it. Let's go." And he starts taking off running. R2, you're up.
They're fine with just one vial. Okay. Do the other ones look like they're running as well?
You don't know yet.
Okay. I'm going to hold action, blaster, whichever ones haven't started running yet. If in my basically, if they start running, I won't shoot them. But if they start coming closer or don't seem to go anywhere, then I'll blast them.
Okay. So basically, if they continue to be hostile.
Yeah.
All right.
Same thing for HK here.
Okay. So the final guy, he kind of gives a nod. He's got that thirsty, hungry face though on him, and he takes off up this way, and he disappears. Cade, you're up.
All right. I'll hold my action to attack I'll hold my action to cut off this guy's hands if what are we calling this guy?
You heard them call him Urfo. URFO.
Okay, Urfo. Yeah. I'll hold my action in case he wants to stick around for more spice. In which case, I'm going to force push him. But otherwise, I'm not going to do anything else.
All right. Rix.
All right. Well, I don't really like this guy touching me, putting his hands on me, so I'm gonna shoot him again. Or for the first time, I guess, rather this one.
All right, that will hit. All right. He's 8, 9, 10, 14. All right, and the second one.
Off me, Urfo.
All right. So, in a rage for the attack from Urfo, Rix lets out a couple blasts from your pistols. Both connect, and he takes them, and they're yeah, that hurts. Anything else?
Nope, that's good.
All right. So he, on his turn, you see him after he just takes a couple shots from you, hunched over, and he puts a hand out, just like, please stop. And he slowly backs away from you, Cade, and then takes off towards the one guy. And then they still looking back at you, they begin to hobble away. You guys doing anything else for them, or I'm gonna let them go?
Oh, we're gonna kill him. I'm gonna run up to them. No, I'm done. I'm kidding.
Okay, I was like, Jesus. No survivors.
All right.
Did they leave my vial of drugs?
Nope, they picked it up and they took off around the corner.
I guess we did an okay thing.
So.
Wrist launcher. Freeze his ass.
Rix, do you want to kill him?
Good out of initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you scare off this clearly drug-crazed lunatic here, and you get a sense that that's kind of an unfortunate part of the reality here in Temple Valley. Simul comes over hearing the scuffle, and just makes a comment about you guys, jokes if you guys seem to have good luck finding trouble, and then says that there's something going around, some new spice or something on the streets. I've seen a few seen a few rages like that crew in Telbalen actually. Um, pretty unfortunate. Not sure where it came from.
Huh. When did it start popping up?
Says, I couldn't tell you that. I'm traveling here and there, but it's hard to say, especially with everything going on with the plague. But
Has anyone been feuding over this?
no, not. I don't think it's taken that bit of a stronghold yet. You just get outbursts like this. You get people that are hooked, and they say that they can. They just try and attack people, and whether they actually have it or not.
Okay.
So he kind of heads off, goes back to what he was doing, and your good friend, who's been kind of quiet this whole time, Orgamon, the mountain Nikto, he comes over and kind of steps into the conversation. And when you guys had all arrived in Temple Valley, you saw him kind of step away from the caravan, and he went and he was talking to a few people here and there, and he comes back and he says, I've talked to several of the miners, and Mika is not here in Temple Valley, unfortunately. But the wise Hutt left directions where we can find him. He's less than a day's walk. We can probably make it yet this afternoon before the evening. He's near a crashed ship in the valley. I have directions from one of the miners that can get us out there.
Well, golly gee, let's get going.
Yeehaw.
All right, I feel like I'm being mocked here.
Not really. It was a really bad Goof Troop impression. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
I'll do it again.
What do we know? Let's ask the Nick though what he knows about what we're getting into, if anything, other than the coordinates.
So he says he doesn't really know much. Mika has, kind of had lost contact. So Orgamon, was one of Mika's Nikto companions, and in Telbalen, he had been by his side, and Mika had went out to head to Temple Valley and told Orgamon to stay behind, and then there hadn't been any response. And then Orgamon got into his own issues and problems, and had just been waiting, hopefully, for Mika to return, or to have somebody come and help him out. So that's basically what he knows.
Coordinates from.
Wait. Well, what was? Sorry, Rix. What was your question?
Just getting him where he got the coordinates from. He just wandered off and came back with. Mika left a message. I just wondering where he got it from.
Yeah, so he says one of the miners, and he points over to one of the like shacks, and there's a human there. Looks like the plague has definitely gotten to him. But he's pointing over to him. And he says, "Yeah, Hewin over there. He's one of the miners, but he knows where Mika's at. He can guide us, or he's given me good directions. That he'd be willing to share. If you guys have any more vaccines, I'm sure he'd appreciate that, and he could, either just give us those directions or come along with us."
telling the truth?
What's that?
Does he appear to be telling the truth, or
You can give me an
Like
insight check if you
trade-off?
want. All right. Yeah. So everything that Orgamon has mentioned, Orgamon's very antsy, but positive because he's finally gonna be able to find Mika. So you definitely read that from him and everything. You can read his trust in this miner. You guys know that the mining operation is part of what Mika was here for. Working between them and negotiating some contracts between them.
All right. Well, yeah, let's get moving then.
All right. So you guys head off to outside of the valley to find the location of Mika. It's a short ride on your swoop bikes that you've gathered, and you top a low ridge and see a wide plain spread out beneath you. Through this plain, a great trench has been carved by a crashed starship, and chunks of metallic debris litter the ground. The bulk of the starship rests intact at the end of this trench, and a number of humanoid figures are searching the remains. Off to one side is a cargo skiff at the foot of which someone has raised a makeshift tarp. In the shade of the tarp, you see the form of a young Hutt.
Oh. Well,
So,
I want to book it down to that hut.
Yeah, let's.
That hut.
all right. So as you guys come off that ridge to the north of the map, despite some of it still his lingering fatigue, Orgamon lets out a loud yell and call to attract the Hutt's attention, and he immediately takes off down the ridge, running towards the kind of makeshift tent, if you will.
He's just happy to see his boss, right? He's not. What is he doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe it's the wrong hut.
We're
I
not
was
gonna have to
like-
gun him down now, right?
Yeah, you've gotten the sense from him the entire time that he is super loyal, and all he's wanted is to get back to
Oh.
Mika.
Well, that's nice.
That's sweet.
So he doesn't like, I mean he takes off, but he obviously wants you guys to follow along as well.
Yeah.
And takes you to Mika, and there's a little bit of like catching up, kind of. You see Mika there for the first time. His greenish flesh, a little cracked and chapped from the dry weather. There are misting fans set up to try and, in a futile attempt to keep the hut moist and not so hot out here in this arid temperature. But Orgamon puts himself before Mika and says, in Huttese, so I know at least one of you understand that, great and glorious young master, I have brought representatives of your mighty parent, who is concerned about your well-being, as are we all. At this, Mika nods and replies in basic, rise, Orgamon. You have performed well. Let me meet these brave individuals who would come so far looking for a single lost hut. And he kind of puts out his arm, waiting for you all to make introductions.
And just as Kate is about to talk, I put my hand in his face and I say, great and wonderful Mika. We are here on behalf of your father to cure you and bring you home. And then I look at Kate and I'm like, okay, you can
Yeah. What he said. We're glad to have found you.
Anything from the droids or Ricks?
The droids will both just say what they said.
So Mika nods in reply to each of your introductions. He says, "It's very unfortunate that I was not found more easily." Um, and then he slithers a little bit closer to the ship, and he begins to go on and explaining the situation here. He says, "So this freighter seems to be the source of the plague threatening Undergod. The ship must have spread the foul disease to the winds when it crashed here. I have spent the past few weeks examining it, and I can safely say that it is ground zero for the current epidemic ravaging this world." He gives you a tour of the site, slithering beside you as you survey the wreckage. You can see it's definitely taken some heavy damage. The Hutt hypothesizes that the ship likely lost power, but was able to come in at a decent approach, and that the pilot might have been not the most competent. Otherwise, the landing might have been a little bit cleaner.
Well, where were they coming from? And were they carrying... I mean, why were they carrying a plague?
So he he says, "Well, I'm not sure where they were coming from. I've went to try and check any of the tracking. Unfortunately, we have to go the long route with that and trace back some of the serial numbers on various parts of the ship, which will take time. But I do have my men looking into that." Anyone that wants to give me a perception check?
Oh yeah, any day of the week.
Nice.
Hey, yo.
Nice.
Oh,
Come on, HK, screw it up.
yeah, let's do it. We're missing our quota here.
-3.
Ooh, okay. So you guys notice next to one side of the ship that looks like a little bit of a storage area, that there is purplish dust, mixed in kind of with the ground dust of the earth, spread around.
Yeah.
And as Mika notices, you guys notice that, he says, "I believe this was its cargo. It looks like some type of spice, like glitter stim. I've never seen anything like it before, though."
Yeah. I think they call it Tempest.
As you say this, you see Mika give you a look of curiousness and interest. He just says, So, interesting. What do you know about this Tempest?"
Well, we've
It's great.
had a couple run-ins with users. They seem to be experiencing some sort of uncontrollable rage, and they've got black veins crisscrossing their face.
So it has started to take hold already. Interesting. Apparently, more than just this plague has spread from this ship. Very unfortunate.
What if the I don't suppose you have any equipment that you could run. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but it can't be a coincidence that you think this ship started the plague and that it also is carrying Tempest.
And by what do you mean that it can't be a coincidence. Are you implying that I had something to do with this?
No, not intentionally. Of course not. But
My experience, I typically don't see a lot of humanitarian efforts from Hutts. Why are you so interested in this plague?
Whoa.
damn, coming in hard.
He, you can tell that, that definitely rubbed him a little bit the wrong way. But he bites his tongue, holds back a little bit, but he says, as you likely should be aware, given that my father has sent you here, I am here negotiating with the geode miners. That is my reason for being on Endragad. But unfortunately, the plague had broken out while I was here on the system, and because that factors into that. To those negotiations and contract of work between us, I decided to investigate the cause of the plague and see if there's anything I could do to help.
Okay, wait. Is he saying? Did he say that this is his ship?
No.
No. Okay, I was saying I'm confused as to why he thought I was accusing him.
Okay, and maybe I just misheard a little bit of what you had said, but
all I was saying is that he thinks that this ship is the cause of the plague, right? It was the ground zero.
Okay, yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah, and it what Cade was saying was that it's probably not a coincidence that it was carrying Tempest, and now Tempest is spreading across the planet, and so is the plague.
Okay.
That's all he was saying. He wasn't accusing Mika of anything.
Yeah. Okay. I think he just took I just took the word coincidence a little wrong. That yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I guess I don't know if there's any equipment available to be able to analyze this stuff. If anyone's capable of that, not really my area of expertise.
I've been taking some biochemist classes on YouTube net.
On the HoloNet.
HoloTube.
HoloTwitch.
That might be the might be the wrong one you want to visit. Dab, give me an intelligence check.
Medicine?
Sure, give me a medicine check.
Yeah, it's only a 1 point difference, so. Well, let me ask you, am I proficient in biochemist yet?
You're only at 2 weeks, aren't you?
So, yes.
Nope, just
Just
roll that medicine.
14.
All right. So, nothing really comes out of your analysis. You just spout out, you just kind of bullshit your way through, just regurgitating what you've seen this drug do to people, the black veins, the rage, things like that. But beyond that, there's nothing. You were talking about the Tempest, right? Or the
Tempest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tempest.
Yep. So yeah, you just kind of.
Can I grab a couple vials in my studies, anyways? You said it was sprinkled all around.
Yeah. If you have a vial to pick it up with.
Oh yeah.
With your kit, yeah. Say that you can do that.
Yeah.
I got vials out the wazoo. Let me tell you.
I got.
I'm gonna fill R2's empty compartments with spice.
Like BB-8 in the coins and stupid Canto Blight or whatever.
R2 is gonna be our little rosewood box of narcotics.
Wonderful. This isn't my first Bantha rodeo, let me tell you.
So, Mika, he does go on to say that after you talk more about the Tempest, he's very interested in that, and talking about the behavior of the drug and whatnot. He's intrigued by this new spice, and he said he hasn't tried any of it. Something that the Hutt would rather not indulge in. He continues as well, explaining that the plague hasn't seemed to affected him as it has others. His bodyguards, his Nikto bodyguards, were all wearing breather masks, other than Orgamon, coincidentally. And as the vaccine spread, the bodyguards obtained some for themselves. But at that point, Orgamon had kind of went off on his way, affected by the plague. About this time, as you guys are just kind of having further conversation, there is shouts of alarm from Nikto guards that signal the appearance of 8 silhouettes atop of the ridge, the nearby ridge that you guys came down to get to the site. They're all mounted on swoop bikes. And half of them step off their swoop bikes with long rifles, and the remaining 4 are just, you can hear the revving of the engines.
These guys are probably friendly, right?
Yeah.
Totally. That is some dope art, though.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey, Remy's back.
Hey, Macarena.
Good timing. All good.
So, we killed a tree, and by we, I mean R2.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch it.
R2 tree.
Like all the notes I'm seeing.
Archie, kill it.
Yeah, yeah.
And HK Kid Snuffer.
Yeah, what's that about?
Well, the tree had children, and HK and R2 killed all of them. Now we found Mika, and we're being attacked by what looks like some
So just these raider type. There is one clear
Fallout Raiders.
One clear guy that looks a little bit of a leader. So yeah, you've got 4 of them that have come off their bikes with rifles on the ready, pointing down towards you guys, and the others on the bikes revving their engines, beginning to head down here. So let's Remy, join the group and let's get some initiative.
Jeez. I forgot I've been bad, and I forgot that HK has a thing. Everyone within 5 feet of him gets a +5 to initiative.
That's true.
Nice.
What? Oh man, I'm just outside of it. Oh well, it's fine.
Critical.
It's fine. Remy and Dab start with 2 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's true.
Really? You're gonna put the bike on there like that? Oh, I see what it did.
Nobody's taking no benefit whatsoever.
They're grouped.
More raiders. I thought we escaped those guys back on whatever the place. What was it? Oh yeah, they're from Tatooine. We're on Tatooine.
R2 want to go boom boom?
R2 always want to go boom boom.
All right. Can you infuse one of your rockets with drugs and see if they just get stoned?
Yeah, I'll try that one.
That'd be great.
Sorry, any survivors?
Can I name? I wish you could name a token in the. All right, I think I can figure it out though. So I'm gonna just try some group initiative here a little bit for these guys, some extent, but. All right, everyone on there?
Let me get. I think. Yeah, HK's on there now. We're good.
Ooh, nice.
Missing K.
Yeah, sorry, I'm coming.
You guys can edit your score if you haven't already from that bonus.
Yeah, I did.
By the way. So, yeah, Remy, you would, if you didn't already, add 5 to your score. So 23. Yep, nice.
I have a bad feeling to move within 5 feet and get the +5.
What's that?
I use my bad feeling to move before initiative and then get the +5, so I'm within 5 feet.
Sure.
Uh,
Did you update that? There you
HK is basically just a pointer dog
go. All right.
with so many arms.
All right, HK and R2.
All right. Gosh. R2 do want to go boom. We're gonna see how that looks like here. Ooh. And then 20 foot. It'll get a nice chunk of people here.
What's your range on you do an explosion?
Yeah,
What's your range?
150 feet. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
150 feet.
The ridge.
Obviously trying to bring it. Yeah, okay. We'll do it here and catch all of these guys down here. Like the what was the 5 rightmost.
Get that, or you said?
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
And we'll cast explosion here. 2, 3, 4. Boink and boink.
All right. I need to pull something up. All right, we got 5 saves to make. And your DC 15. All
Yep.
right, so we've
15.
got 2 saves out of there.
Okay.
So this guy and this guy are going to save the front middle 2, and then the rest will fail. So you got...
Half damage for those who saved.
Alright, I gotta ungroup this. Speeder bikes, that's annoying. Sorry, I gotta add in the... ...24 and 12.
Mm-hmm. R2's doing what R2 does. War crimes.
Jesus.
Crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
It's payback for years and years of sapient droid slavery.
That's
There you
true.
go.
That is how R2 sees
Our
it. I don't know.
HK.
Yeah. And then HK is going, ooh, HK has a nice range, but I don't know if he has that nice of a range. Nope, he does. It's 150 feet. Okay. Hunting rifles, am I right? Okay. And then just gonna hunting rifle that guy up there. Oh. And hunting rifle.
All right, that will just hit.
Sweet. And then bonus action, do nothing.
13 damage. Okay, so after a blast of explosion from R2, damaging a good group of them, most of them on their hover bikes, HK steps out and takes a shot, taking off one of the rifle touting raiders up top, Remy.
All right, I am going to pray I don't have any nat ones left in, since I didn't roll much.
You will.
We're gonna attack the guy to the right of the one that HK just attacked.
Okay.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and use my light bow. Make 2 attacks. Oh god.
You got enough range there? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, those will both miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Bonus action for 1 more attack.
All right.
All right. Okay, well, I guess we'll just...
That it?
I'm gonna run a little bit closer.
Okay. Cade.
Before...
Yeah.
I didn't know if, story-wise, is this a wall, I'm assuming? Or on a ridge?
It is, yes. It's about it's pretty decent. Anywhere from 10 to 30 feet in areas.
Okay.
Yeah, like over on the left, there's a slope here on the left here, a little bit more shallow, and then it goes around. These guys are probably, somewhat over in the 20-foot range, and then it comes back down on the other side.
Okay.
So, all right, Cade.
Yeah, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I'm gonna come. Well, what's the range on my blaster pistol? 4160. That is. Oh, beautiful.
Buzzing.
I'm gonna shoot this guy. Actually, I'm gonna a few steps forward here and yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy on the left here.
Mm-hmm.
Pew,
Yep, that'll connect.
pew,
That will not.
and then let's do a couple. Let's do the 2-weapon mastery.
All right, so your first and last will connect.
All right, good stuff. So 8 and 10, so a total of 18 points of damage.
All right. So he's taking a couple good shots there. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, run out from the broken off engine there, and a couple shots at the guy up on the ridge. Rix, you are up.
Right. I am going to, I guess, move out from behind this engine. Let's see. I'm going to draw my cycler rifle to give myself some range, and I'm going to shoot the guy with the eye patch.
All right.
With my storming shot. So we'll just do a regular attack. There. I assume 11's gonna miss.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's disappointing.
You tried, and that's what counts.
Do you get advantage because they haven't acted yet?
Oh, that's
Is
true.
it-
I forgot
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
There you go. All right.
And then he'll get the. Do you know how storming shot works?
Remind me again.
It puts a debuff on them.
The light, is that lightning?
It's a lightning. Yeah, it's a lightning
Yeah.
debuff. So if another one gets hit, then it goes off.
Right. If he gets hit or somebody else, is that one jump or is it just...
Somebody else. So they have to hit like the guy next to him, and then it should chain between the two for 1d6 each.
What's the range they have to be together?
30 feet.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else? Use your quarry on anybody? Has that got a range?
That's a good question. Let me see. Within 90 feet, which I think. Yeah, yeah, I'll go ahead and mark the main guy, my ranger's quarry.
All right.
And then I guess for my bonus action, can I, I'm gonna hide back here behind the engine.
Okay, bonus action hide.
Yeah.
All right, give me a stealth check, please. All right.
Noise.
Dab.
So how high is this engine that Rick's just hid behind? How tall?
It's very sizable. Definitely not super proportionate on the map, but it's a good. I don't even know, 20 plus maybe, 20,
Sure.
20 feet,
Yep.
sure, something like that.
That's fine. Are these guys? These guys are up on a ridge or down?
Yeah,
on the
those
slope?
are up.
They're up. Okay. So from where we're at, I mean, we can see. I mean, I can see this guy, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna fly up 10 feet in the air. And how high up are they on that ridge?
This guy's probably closer to 20 up, and this one between, closer to, about 15 because it
Cool.
starts to slant
All right.
off.
No worries. I'll use my class feature.
How far up are you going?
10 feet.
Okay.
I'll use my class feature as an action that's going to give me a resistance. As a bonus action, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself. And then I'll hold out some vials of drugs and be like, look what I've got. Come and get me, boys. Kind of like drawing them to attack me.
All right.
That works. I swear to God.
Orgamon rushes to Mika, and they immediately
Teleport.
yes. So he waits for Mika, but they start moving together to get to Mika's skiff, which is on the other side of the ship. So it is the main guy's turn, and he's going to, on his bike, zoom down. All right. Zoom down on his bike and pull out. Little holdout. He comes in and he's going to pull out a holdout and just say, "I'm here for the spice." As he kind of like points at it with his gun, and he says, "Kindly stand down. We'll take what we're after, and you guys can be on your way."
Oh.
And yeah, that's what he does. And then one of the other bikers is gonna make its way down.
Yo, you want to fight these guys for drugs, Kate?
I want to fight these guys because it's very clearly the drugs that are spreading the plague.
Okay. Here we go again with the Boy Scout stuff. Let's die, guys.
We're
Alright.
gonna be fine.
It's gonna come up and
Famous fucking last words.
Mm-hmm.
he's not quite. Doesn't make it quite close enough. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was doing that. Doing group. So this guy flies down. He will get close enough. And he's gonna come up by you, Remy, and take a couple attacks. We'll take a attack as he flies by. Nope. 4. There. All right. And then the other group, they're gonna start shooting down fires. So Cade's getting a couple shots.
Ah, yes, finally.
Nat 20 and a 7.
I'm gonna saber reflect the nat 20.
Okay.
So
That will be
87 points of damage.
12 points of energy damage.
Shoot.
All right, let's see if I can. Well, okay. Nope, it's just 9. So 12 minus 9 is 3.
3. All right,
Still
so 3
hurts.
damage to you. One of the others up top is going to take another shot at you. What's your AC at?
18.
All right, another hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't reflect that because I had my blasters out.
All right, so then 12
So-
damage from that,
Yep.
and then 9 more damage.
Oof. All right. Cool.
And this, let's see. This guy's gonna pull up. Nope, he's not gonna do that. Come on. He's just gonna step forward and he's gonna start firing on Mika.
Hey now.
Oh, whoa.
A nat 1 and a 19.
Oh, God.
Well, there's the 4th nat 1.
Yeah. I think the other night, I don't know that I had very many as the DM. I don't remember, but I mean they still count. But all right,
Yeah.
so right, distance kind of reduced some of the impact, but we got some damage there. And then this other guy is going to come up, join the group, and also fire on Mika.
What the heck, man?
Nice.
Unfortunately,
on.
he's going to miss. It's Mika's turn. He now, with Orgamon, they're going to make their movement towards the ship and then try and work their way around it. HK.
All right. HK, gonna take a shotty here. Do-do. Yeah, okay. And he's just going to aim for the main guy over here. Whoa.
Which one? Sorry.
The guy right in front of him.
Yep. Okay. That is going to miss, unfortunately.
And then that is, I believe, all he can do here. So we're gonna switch to R2. Who's going to try and jet a jet of flame right here at this guy once again.
Okay.
Right.
That'll hit.
And
9. All right. On the main guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That it from you guys?
Let's see. We're going to give, I guess, Cade a potent aptitude, which is a D8.
Alrighty.
All right. Remy.
Well, you've left me no choice. So. I'm going to attack the guy that's to my, well, in front of me, I suppose.
All right. So 20 will definitely hit.
All right. Then I'm gonna use-
So as you impact him, seems like he's able to shrug off the hit a little bit.
All right. So I'm gonna focus point and use my chakram for my last 2 attacks. Oh my god.
There we go.
Hey.
That one will hit. right, and yeah, take another swipe at him, but again, it seems like he's just able to shrug that off.
And then yeah, that will be it. I will end
Okay.
my turn.
Cade?
Okay, I'm holstering the blasters and getting out the lightsabers. I will lend aid on myself. And advance there and attack him.
All right, that'll connect. All right, he does seem to be able to shake that off a little bit. It does some damage, but
All right. Well, second attack.
that'll hit.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
same thing.
Well, that's not ideal.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm good.
All right, so swapping your blasters for your lightsabers, running up to this guy on a swoop bike, taking a couple swipes at him, and you're definitely making cuts, but similarly to
Oh, damn.
the bikers in the bar previously, these guys, it seems that potentially what they're under the influence of is allowing them to push through your attacks. Rix,
Yeah.
you are up.
Did we take the drugs?
Yeah,
I mean, they're like tossed all over, right?
we've been saying that all day.
Did you say did you or can you?
I said, should we?
Okay, because yeah, you
At this
can.
point.
So he was talking about the spice that's like on the ground spilling out of the ship, basically, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Are we, I don't know if we went over this. Are we able to collect up this spice and transport it off?
So Dab took a little bit in some vials he had, but yeah, beyond that. So Mika had kind of explained, like, you know, in its cargo area there was some stuff that was spilt out, but yeah.
Is it a fair assumption to make since these guys came down here, I wouldn't be hidden to them potential any longer?
Yeah, those guys, they would definitely see you. You'd maybe be hidden to the ones up on the ridge, but the other ones, yeah, no.
I guess with the way this engine is configured, would it be possible to like move over here and attempt to specifically hide myself from these guys?
Which ones?
Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. These guys here to my right.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure that.
you'd probably have to go around a little bit more, and you know it's gonna be difficult. You know,
Okay.
because I mean, they're definitely aware of your presence. So,
All right.
yeah.
Fair enough. All right. I'm gonna fire at this guy with my cycler rifle using storming shot again.
All right, that'll unfortunately miss.
Yeah, it sucks not having that second attack.
R2 needs to give you some potent aptitude love.
Oh,
You're on the list.
I didn't even think about it because I keep forgetting to do these. I have a superiority dice. Lets me do a precision
Oh yeah.
attack. So that's a what? A 1d6 actually. I can add to it.
That'll do it.
All right.
Yay.
So it does that to start with, and And I
On
missed
one.
this.
Does the
I missed
4
it.
add to it as well or not? I don't.
Double check.
With that one, I don't know if that one does.
If it's precision
Can you-
attack, if it's the same as what the fighter has, then
You can use them before or after, before any effect. Yeah, it's just hit or not. It's not a damage one. There's a different one that does damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. All right.
Yeah, and I missed this the last time. So technically, on my storming shot, since it's level 5, it does an extra 1d6.
Oh, right.
So the effects of both the ranged and the discharge deal an extra 1d6. So I will do.
So this will discharge now since the guy has the buff, correct?
Yeah. So this is just the regular 1d. Great. So one more point added to this guy that got hit,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do 2d6 storming shot, and this will be the debuff portion of it.
Mm-hmm. And who does that go to?
Both
Both?
these guys. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So the guy on the guy in the back on the bike, he's looking pretty rough.
All right. Then, yeah, I guess for my bonus action, I'm just gonna move over here a little ways
Okay.
and call it good.
Dab.
Okay. Dab is going to ask HK, R2, Remy, and Rix, understanding that we're all individuals here. Are all of you in agreement that we should be refocusing our mission from saving Mika to saving the children from drugs? And I just want to see if they're really into this fight or not.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna fly over here, and as I'm flying over here, as a free action, can I throw a vial of drugs on the Cade?
Yes.
If I now, is this an inhalant?
Oh God.
Yeah, but it's in a vial. Are you gonna sprinkle it out?
Mm,
Just
I'll
like
wait for.
Dave Chappelle.
I'm gonna-
If you get me, it's fine.
I'm gonna wait for my next turn. I'm just gonna fly over here in the air, and I'm just gonna unleash a force repulse. So I think that's at least far out that I don't hit any of my peeps.
Should be good. Yeah, I think.
Bit
Yeah.
boppity boop. As a quickened power after my double move.
What does the quicken do?
It lets me make that a bonus action because I use both of my standard or my movement as double or dash or whatever.
Oh, that's centered on you, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we got it right there. Okay. So what's our
Well,
DC?
If I'm trying to capture all these guys. What if I stand here?
Well, just
Do
put
I
a
get
damn
this guy?
aura on yourself.
Well, is that still like for
A
me?
a
So, here's an interesting aspect of this. It's not a dome effect,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, then I'll fly up the further to get the 4 guys on the ridge.
Okay.
What do you mean? The world is in 2D?
Flat earther, huh? So, it's a lot of hullabaloo they went through for that shuttle launch just to keep the conspiracy alive.
Oh boy.
So, all right, we need, what was it, DC 16? All right, we're gonna have what is it? Dexterity?
Yep.
Okay, 2 saves.
So they get
So-
half, no push, and the other
Outside 14. All right, that one is going to die.
5 back. Yay!
That one is, I don't even know what I put on for health. That one's gonna die.
There you
All right.
go. Kate, are you happy? Drug addicts are dying.
Well, you put it like that.
That is I'm obviously not happy about that.
Alrighty. So Dab
Feeling
flies
very
over
attacked right now.
and lets out a repulse and takes out a couple of the guys, providing cover fire up top. I'm just going to put Orgamon with Mika. So they're just going together. Alright, so the leader of the crew, he looks very annoyed and frustrated with these attacks on him. And he is going to, again, he's going to say, again, he just says, this has nothing to do, nothing between us. We're just here for the spice. And he is going to, he's going to do a burst shot that I believe I can get 3 of you.
Ooh.
10 foot.
Burst is a okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Nah, that's 10 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just defaults to whatever the square is that comes out. So Rix, HK, and R2, I need dexterity saves.
All right.
What does an astromech droid doing a dexterity save look like? It's just like a
jetting
little.
out of the way, I guess.
Are they like little blasters?
Any kind of cover boost from being by the engine?
Yeah. Oh.
All right,
okay.
so R2, 8 points of kinetic damage, and
Yep.
4 points to Rix and HK.
I think that solves our question of what a dexterity save on a droid looks like.
It doesn't.
The other droid got it. The one with all the arms.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
he's got like limbs.
So the bikers, this biker here next to the engine is revving up his swoop bike, and it's going to tear through Remy and Cade.
Oh, hey,
Give me dexterity saves, both of you.
that seems real mean.
Remember, you still have code and aptitude, Cade.
Nice.
I'm gonna use it. That's an 18.
Yay.
All right, so you make the saves. Where my notes go? He swings by and hits you.
I wonder how much he would love to be
That's rough.
force pulled from his speeder bike.
All right, so just real bad roll. 2 points of kinetic damage as he's
And
flies by, and
there goes my temporary hit points.
it's
Yay,
that guy.
temporary hit point.
The guy up top of north of Remy is just still on his bike, but he's gonna take a couple swipes.
Oh yeah, do we get attacks of opportunity at that guy?
He's on the bike.
He was on a bike.
With the bike.
Because you made your saves, yes. Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. So with
Work for mounted.
2-weapon mastery, I get to attack with both my lightsabers. Ah!
All right, one of them will hit.
Does this count as a attack action?
You can, Remy, yeah. So just make it one attack though, I think.
Oh.
I am
Yeah.
going to do.
But that'll hit Remy, so you roll damage.
I'm going to do a second level force empowered strike on this.
All right. Yeah, that'll do it.
There we go.
All right, so he zooms by you, and Remy gets a punch, and then Cade with the light foil takes him out, and he slumps off, and the bike, basically without a pilot, flies off into the ridge to a crash. The biker to the north of Remy is going to take a couple attacks on you. What's your AC at? Yes,
17.
17. That is going to be a miss. Both misses, unfortunately. And then the final guy here is going to, he's going to run over and attack the droid. Or not. Man,
What a
horrible rolls.
monster.
All right, 2 left
Can't touch
up on the
this.
ridge. They've got a target here flying.
What a
So
monster.
Dab's getting some shots.
I know.
It just like sees a group of
Got
enemy combatants.
another
and
nat
goes for the
1.
astromech droid first.
Droid.
The other one's
Droid
not
is-
going to catch.
Has to have glasses now.
Dab, what is your? Are you at 15 on your AC?
Yeah, but I have a reaction. I can make it 20.
Okay, we've got 1 hit on you if you want to use that.
Yeah.
All right, that'll miss then. All right, Orgamon and Mika continue on around the ship. Just kind of moving along. HK and R2.
all right, freaking right here. R2's, ooh, that's not good. Okay, HK is going to try and blast over R2 here. He's going to use burst on the shotgun here, right on these
no.
these two guys.
Okay.
And forgive me, I haven't done burst before. Okay.
So they make saves.
Yeah.
I forget how to calculate the DC.
I have it up here.
Plus 8 plus your bonus to ranged weapon attacks.
Okay.
Okay, so that'd be 15.
All right. All right. So the main guy fails. The guy in front of you directly, he's gonna save.
Okay, cool. And I'll roll the damage here.
All right.
9.
If they save, do they take damage at all?
In the game there, it's
It says or take normal range. So yeah, because it would usually say.
yeah. If you save, I think you just missed it. You like dodged
Yeah.
his.
So you guys, so actually, Rick's R2 and HK, if you had taken damage on the save, you wouldn't have.
Okay. Yeah, so HK is back up to 40 then. Okay.
All right. So good. That was who did that?
That was HK.
All right, R2, you're up.
Alright, R2 is going to shoot at Big Boss here with a blaster carbine. Boop 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 doot.
That'll hit.
And then HK is going to use a reaction for where is it? I just saw it. He can take a reaction to shoot at the same target here. I'm just forgetting where it is. Coordinated attack.
There you go.
And he's just gonna do a regular shotgun blast here.
All right, very nice.
And
Okay.
then yeah, that is all for me here.
All right, Remy.
I respond to Dab's question and say, I just woke up and joined the fight. I don't really know what's going on anymore. And we were getting attacked, so I fought back. And go ahead and
The 24 will hit. Okay.
and then is he pretty damaged, or is he still pretty?
I mean, he's getting down there. He's still shaking off your hits.
I'm going to use Stunning Strike. supposed to be a Constitution save.
What's the DC on that?
Where do I find that?
Believe it's in the beginning of. Doesn't it say a con? Is it a con save?
Yeah.
Monk. Should be up. Focus save. So it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom or charisma, your choice. So 8. You guys are at 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11 plus wisdom or charisma, whichever's higher. Probably wisdom.
Charisma is 3.
3. So 14. Constitution. They're gonna fail.
Okay.
So they're stunned.
Yes.
All right.
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And that, I believe that makes them. Or they have disadvantage.
Stunned, they can't really do a whole lot of much. Stunned is incapacitated, automatically fails strength and dex savings, throws, attack rolls against it, have advantage.
Okay,
And then
that's what I was.
Yeah, incapacitated, they can't take actions or reactions. So basically,
So they are at disadvantage, or they give attackers an advantage.
yes. Yep.
Okay, that's what I want.
Anything else?
I think that was all I can. Or no, I have a bonus action. Or no, that was my bonus, right?
Yeah, I think stunning. Yep. So, all right, Cade.
All right. This guy is. Oh, I'm the wrong tool. This guy is stunned.
Yes.
Let's have some fun with that.
At advantage.
Yep, at advantage. Gonna.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Barely.
7. How's he looking?
He's. Sorry.
He's still
He's
holding on.
Yeah. I mean, 1 or 2 more hits, and he's probably very likely
Well,
gonna go down.
Let's have another whack at him.
Yep.
And a first level force empowered strike on this one.
That'll do it.
Alright. And then I'm gonna insert myself into this situation. Remy, you get another 2. Sorry, I didn't say it at the start of your turn.
Oh, for the temporary.
But you get you get another 2. But they don't stack. So if you already, I'm assuming you had lost yours. But
Yes, yep.
yep. Okay, and then I'm gonna do against this guy that's up on R2. I'm gonna do. I'll just do. I'm not gonna do 2-weapon mastery. I'll just do 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
That shouldn't be an advantage, but the first one is.
Yep. 23 hits.
All right, and I'll give this another.
Give me. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll give it another force empowered strike. First level. Oh.
Oof. But that takes him
Well,
out.
okay.
He was pretty down there. So.
And that is my turn.
All right,
And-
Rix. Yeah.
Kate came over and messed up my plan, so I gotta think of what I'm gonna do.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for doing my job.
Let's use my burst and try to hit them both, but now there's only one.
Less work.
Guess how's that guy looking?
Which one? That one?
The snake
Boss.
Plissken looking guy, yeah.
I mean, he's still all right.
Ugh.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is going to draw my heavy pistols and fire at him. So
That'll hit.
we get sneak attacks. He's beside my God, sneak attack is terrible. And I get Ranger's Quarry. Wow, even better.
So
And
minus
hit
3
him.
more. Okay.
Is your sneak attack not better yet?
Still 1d6 at this level.
Yeah,
Is it?
because he's
I
Oh,
have
yeah,
four.
you're-
I have
Yeah.
four in scout, 2 in
I
operative.
keep forgetting that myself too, yeah.
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 I know.
Sorry, the second one will hit as well. For 6 damage, okay.
Ranger's Quarry, is it once per round? Yeah, okay. So that's it.
Alright, dab.
Yeah, I'll do this again.
Okay.
16 dex, those two up on the ridge.
Throw me some damage. Nat 1. There it is. So, should be... Remy, I think we're now at 7.
Yeah, I'll leave it.
If that's not enough to kill him, I'll burn a point to reroll those ones.
1 second. One of them's going to go out. Another one will be barely hanging on.
Let me reroll those ones, please. I'm going to burn a force point to use improved power.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to reroll the 1s and the 2. I can roll up to 5.
Is that like a point per roll, per die, or?
Yeah, it's up to my charisma modifier.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
5. Much better.
Takes them out.
Booyah! So then I will do that, and I will move 25 feet in the air, and I'll end my turn here.
All right. So I think
I'm gonna look at Cade and be like, dab for Cade 1.
all right. So this main guy, he's looking very rough. I look
at
around.
least 2.
He sees he's pretty much overpowered here, outnumbered, with all of his henchmen gone, and he's gonna try and attempt to get away, but it's probably not gonna go very well. So I guess Cade gets opportunity attack.
Okay,
Excuse
really
me.
quickly weighing the moral options between letting a drug dealer go, and I'm gonna hit him twice.
Nice. 24 and a
Uh,
nat 20 for a 27. Might
Yeah,
only need one of them, but
so... Oh, wait, how's he looking?
he's looking pretty rough.
Okay, then I won't force empowered strike. So that's a 19.
Yeah, that'll take him out.
Okay.
So, alright, he begins to turn his swoop bike around and tries to get away, but Cade reaches out with your light foils and makes a precise attack to take him out. And the bike kind of sputters off slowly till it just stops as its pilot no longer is operating it. He just kind of slumps over on his handlebars. His slug thrower that he had in his hand falls to the ground, and that's initiative. So
Yeah.
Mika! What was the guard's name?
Orgamon.
Mika, Orgamon, are you still over there?
So they, they've made their way around. They're somewhere a little bit south of the ship. There's not in the view of the map. There's a little skiff that they were running towards. So, hearing you call out, there's a little bit of a pause, a few moments, but eventually Orgamon runs out and comes around and sees that you guys have taken care of things and says, the threat is gone. Thank you so much. You definitely can understand that these Spice Raiders are out in force with such a good bounty available.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go get them.
let's clean this up a little bit.
You mean your murder scene?
Well, if we haven't already, can I go check the main leader guy for any interesting items he may have?
Yep. So you head over to him, and he has at his feet, he's kind of hunched over on his swoop bike, but below that is a slug thrower that you notice. And Rix, do you have arms tech tools?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yep.
Give me arms tech tools with intelligence roll, please.
Can we check these guys up here too?
You sure can. So as you look this over, you can tell right away. You can tell that it looks modified, and looks like there's three standard modifications made to this weapon that you may be able to extract, or the weapon as it is might sell for a better price. But either or, you can maybe try and extract those. So you have that slug thrower with 3 standard modifications on it. You guys find amongst the others 2. Or Rix, you also find on that guy 2 stamina adrenals.
Nice. Drugs.
Of course.
And then basically everyone else, the henchmen and the other raiders, they have a vibro axe and a blast. The ones that came down on the swoop bikes had vibro axes, so you've got 3 of those. And then there are 4 blaster rifles that Dab can pull off of the ones up top. There are, they have, a few vials of spice on them. And that's about it.
Cool.
Somebody writing this down? Nope.
Put it
Is-
in notes.
I mean,
Put
I
that into
assume
the
Todd was
session
going
notes.
to put it in the session notes
Yeah.
channel, honestly.
You're making us lazy.
Well, only because I usually reward this shit after the fact, so.
Fair enough.
Because I don't think of it, but I planned this time.
Ah.
What a novel idea. Concept. Blaster rifles. Spell. I said, I'll say 3 times spice vials, and then 2 times stamina.
I mean, I'm not crazy,
Adrenals.
right? Everyone else thinks that the spice is probably causing the plague.
And then
Yeah.
Okay.
slug thrower with 3 standard mods. Alright, I think
How
that.
much
I
spice?
know what the mods are.
What's that?
I said if I spend more time inspecting it later, would I figure out what the mods are?
They are just standard modifications. So it will be, if you decide to extract them, then they will be your choice.
Okay.
So, but
I
just
assume blaster ones.
standard rarity. Yes, yes. What was that, Dab?
Yeah. How much spice is there in the ship?
There is. I think there's still a good amount.
Yeah, because Rix and I are totally planning on flipping it.
Ugh. Are you,
We may have missed some stuff, but what if are we able to transport this off as a bypass for the stupid blockade?
We'll come back on our ship.
Well, this is not medicinal spice.
No.
This
We can
is
still use it.
this is the
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
very bad
It's still-
spice.
We don't know that they don't want it.
It's also definitely the cause of the plague.
Yeah.
Ah!
They could make a vaccine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
There is a vaccine.
We'll make sure of that.
So, Cade,
Stronger one.
Cade, give me an intelligence check.
Oh no, I'm bad at these. To be clear, this is Zach saying this, or sorry, whatever you guys know my name is, not Cade.
Hey, not that.
A nat 20 for a dirty 19,
-1.
right? Dirty.
Yep.
Anyway, so despite your ramblings about this, back and forth, the rest of your group is able to kind of pull you out of this mindset, and especially seeing some of these raiders at your feet, you then kind of start putting visions together of those affected by Tempest and those affected by the plague, and that there is a difference there.
Well, yeah, but so it is just a coincidence. That's not fun. Never mind.
Now you're murdering people you're not even sure are on drugs.
All right, so
Okay,
Rix,
that guy was definitely on drugs.
Rix and Dab, if you guys do want to try and grab some of this spice, yes?
Do, but we also want to come back with the ship and get all of it.
Okay, so okay. So you
Yeah.
want to take any now, or do you want to try and come back later?
Some now in case more scavengers show up.
Because it was so easy to get.
So
past
what do you
the
have
TSA
that you can?
before.
yeah,
What do you have on you that you can pick up the spice?
we got one R2 unit.
Just gonna
Load 'em
put it
up.
in my water skin.
Yeah, I guess I was hoping that there may be some containers on the ship
Roll it in.
of some sort.
I've got a canteen.
So if you want to carry that back with you,
Wait, can I mean, these guys are planning to haul off with it. Can I check their? I mean, did they bring some
Yeah.
containers in their swoop bikes? Like, are their saddlebags full of containers?
yeah, they have some canisters that you could utilize now. The crates inside are pretty hefty. You'd probably need, like a hover lift or something to take the cargo. It's not going to be, even two of you hauling it would not be very easy. Also, there is, you guys do have your own swoop bikes, but the skiff that Mika and Orgamon are on, and all this time too, they're beginning to kind of urge you guys to, now that things are taken care of, regroup and head back to Tel Balin. There wouldn't be any. There's not any room available on the skiff to take anything. So yeah, there's you find five kind of like, think of like a metal thermos, a little bit bigger than that, that you could grab if you wanted to try and pull
we'll
up.
just say whatever canisters they were planning to use, we'll just reuse those.
Okay, so you've got 5 camper camper thermos style full of spice in each of those.
Dump the rest in R2.
All right.
My circuits can take it.
So Orgamon climbs on the skiff. You guys follow along with him. As you guys, so Mika tells you that he's ready to head out. Head back. He needs to head back to. You go back to Temple Valley first, and then on to Tel Balin. He says that he needs to head back into Tel Balin and gather some papers at Skydove Freight.
Well, funny thing about Skydove Freight, it was ransacked kind of a lot.
So he, as you're saying this, Orgamon is reaffirming what you're saying as well, and said that, some raiders, some looters came in and basically destroyed it. Mika's very frustrated, and he says, well, that's fine. Instead, I'll have to go to the miners' hall. There's some important documents I need to pick up. Once I have that, though, we will be able to head out. No more than maybe a half a day to take care of this stuff.
All right.
But yeah, once we have that, we can definitely take care of. I assume that your ship that you came here is in working order and will be ready to go.
Remy, you got
Yeah.
this one.
Definitely. Definitely. It's not crashed at all.
It's gonna. We'll need to work on it a little bit, and by
Are there
we
any
I mean.
parts we can steal from here?
He
that's not a bad idea.
he says that this ship has begun to be scrapped out. But he says that he has contacts within Telbalin that he can get you guys what you need to get things repaired and set up. So while he's taking care of his other business, you guys can help out with those repairs, and those repairs will be made so that you guys can head out. So
Well,
Sweet.
hopefully we can do that without attracting the attention of our
Buddy.
corporate sector friends. They do not like us very much.
Yeah, Kate killed one of their pilots.
Yep, I sure did.
Mika says he looks a little taken aback at that, and he says, now my father does try to keep a respectable relationship with the CSA, so I hope that too many feathers weren't ruffled.
Well,
But
Damn it.
you have me, so I think that should maybe appease him either way, but this could
We
prove to
can't
be
tell
issues
more.
down the road.
yeah.
Dab's gonna put his hand on Cade's mouth and be like, "Everything's fine. Everything's fine."
Oh.
I'm gonna ask you one time. Remove your hand from my face.
And I do that, and I'm like, "Right, Cade? Everything's fine."
Do you lick his palm?
I do not. I don't know where that's been. Probably in some spice. No.
You should have dipped your hand in spice beforehand. Oh man.
Is there anything you guys are doing in Telbalin before you head out?
Wait, are we back in Telbalin now?
Yes.
Yeah, we're traveling back.
Oh damn. Okay.
So the travel
we get-
the travel back is uneventful. You make good time. It takes closer to like a good solid day as opposed to the slow travel of the caravan. There's no further incidents overnight. So seemingly
Long
the
rest?
Oasis children, yes, long rest. Yep, you guys can
Sweet.
take a long rest. Or that, and you arrive in. So it's early in the one of the next days as Mika goes and takes care of some business, and your guys' ship, is undergoing some repairs. Anything else?
Nope.
Mm,
I want to go check on Jaco Tosh and Giuseppe and his other
I was just gonna
two
say,
children.
Okay.
it's just that piece still.
So you guys are able to do that, and as you do approach, looks like they're getting things put back together at their house, their dwelling, getting cleaned up a little bit better, and Jaco comes out as you approach and waves, and they look brighter. You can tell he looks a little bit better, and he says, "Oh, friends, hello. It's so good to see you. We were able to obtain our tags and receive some vaccine, and we've all, almost all of us made a full recovery."
I'm sorry.
No.
Just kidding.
Ooh.
Ah!
Oh my god.
So he says they all, everyone made a full recovery, but your kindness definitely did not go unnoticed. We appreciate it very much. And then you hear the little childlike laughter of Giuseppe as he runs out and hugs his dad's leg Uh,
What does the laughter sound like, Todd?
ho, ho, ho. He's a weird child.
Terrifying.
He's a man lion.
The plague has
Yeah.
the only effect is the plague has permanently affected his vocal cords.
God. More
Hey,
respiratory
Dad.
stuff.
Yes.
Hey, Dad, can we have some food now? It's dinner time.
It's
Can
me.
I rub his tuffle Giuseppe's little hair and be like, "We're so glad that you're okay, buddy." And as I do that, I slip him a little vial of spice and be like, "So, your school kid."
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh god.
No. Nope,
Lucky.
I see that.
Oh.
Nah.
Lucky.
Oh.
Still a 7. No.
It's a
All
12.
right. So yeah, you try to do that, but I'd imagine that Cade stops
mean-
that.
If his dad is a commoner, he has a passive perception of 10, so he still sees a 7.
It's true.
I'll be like,
So his dad just says, "Oh, thank you, but we had our vaccines already. We don't need that anymore. But I appreciate you looking out."
all right,
Stop trying to prescribe medicines, Dab.
yeah, all right. We'll tell little Giuseppe that when he's ready, we'll teach him the ways of the Force.
The vision quest.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No.
This is vaccine.
No,
We have a bunch of vaccine left now, don't we?
we do.
I think you've got like 5 or 7 of them. So
What about
get-
Mika's guards?
Yeah.
all but Orgamon, which you gave him a vaccine, so that everyone's good.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone was
Everyone's
good to go.
All right.
Mika even doesn't think he needs it, just to be sure.
What's that?
Doesn't Mika need some, even though he thinks he's not affected by the plague, just to be safe?
I mean, he hasn't shown any signs, and he's felt that he's been good to go. So
Just
Well,
take him in.
Didn't you
I
mention
learned about asymptomatic spread of viruses.
Yeah. So let's give him a dose just to be sure.
I mean, you can offer it. So, but you don't know that he'll take it. But
Gosh.
I mean, please.
Get that sleight of hand going again.
Yeah, I know. Stick him.
I guess we could hold on to him in case.
Yeah.
I guess.
What's the
yeah.
worst that could happen? It becomes a galactic pandemic?
Yeah.
Right.
That seems unlikely.
alrighty. So Mika finishes up his business, and you guys reconvene and set off, heading out of Telbalin to head back to your ship that has been repaired. As you approach your ship, you guys see some movement behind the thick landing struts of the ship. And appearing from behind the landing gear is a couple familiar faces and some friends. A few human thugs, brass rifles, and some Rhodians
Wait a
go.
freaking
from the
minute.
Bomu clan.
I tried to make a HK and IG unit.
As
What the heck?
Hedron steps forward and says, "So nice to see you. Time for you to die."
Oh, man.
And that's where we end tonight.
I'm
Oh.
Shoulda.
Man.
I thought we had an agreement with the clan. They're going back on the word. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Now they gotta die.
I mean, they're not a bunch of scoundrels and whatnot. They don't get by making deals with randos. So
Son of a bitch. All right.
Mhm.
You know, if we would have... I'm not going to
Hey.
say it.
Yeah,
Hey,
what are you
say-
gonna say?
Hey,
Huh?
hey,
What?
a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, huh?
Yeah. Could have turned these damn fools over to the CSA and we would not be having this problem right now. And we could have landed on the freaking planet. Without me having to murder a dude.
we can
Yep.
do what best aid, murder them.
Oh
Alright,
man.
The definition of murder is a little bit fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure that them attacking us means self-defense.
It is.
Pretty sure that's written in the Jedi Code at some point. I don't know. I didn't read it.
A crime though, and they're trying to stop you.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.